Hey, I just got back from lunch. Did you finish that report yet?
Well, not exactly. Still working on it. I'm not finished just yet. I got a little sidetracked, but I will get them to you first thing this afternoon.
It is first thing this afternoon.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but I mean, I am working on
But
it. I'll have.
what do you mean that the report isn't finished yet?
I'm still in the process of working on it. I've just been a little distracted.
Distracted. Our meeting starts in an hour.
I can have it.
No. What were you doing? Were you listening to another hunting podcast again? I swear, I give the staff in this office the freedom to do whatever they want to do as long as they meet a deadline. That is the first bullet underneath your job description. Pays attention to detail and deadlines. And deadlines. Dude, are you even listening to me right now?
Welcome to episode 222 of the Whitetail Distraction Podcast. My name's Austin, and joining me on the pod porch, Charles Henlin. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Pod porch is just right.
Pod porch. It was a nice evening. I was like, it's
Beautiful
We gotta do a
evening.
little porch pod.
We've been having some great weather.
Yeah, man.
Listen, the cool in the evenings, cool in the mornings. I mean, I would take this in deer season even.
Oh yeah.
It's been fantastic.
Some of the evenings have been a little warm too.
Well,
we're getting there.
What's crazy is it gets the warmest of the day at like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Mhm.
You know, a little bit later, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, and then it cools back off. Like right now, I could do this all day long.
Yeah.
I was thinking actually today, all of turkey season, I don't think, but maybe one time I turned my thermostat on.
That's good.
All turkey season.
I heard of a couple people getting absolutely accosted by mosquitoes, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we really didn't. Other than I think like a 1 week stretch where I didn't hunt, which is probably why, where it got real warm
Yeah.
in the evenings. Even the mornings, though. The mornings were beautiful. Never really had any issues this year.
Nothing wrong with that.
And here we are. It's June.
Yeah.
How about
Unbelievable, man.
that? Freaking June. We're halfway through 2026. I don't understand how.
Deer season's 4 months away.
Oh,
So much work to do, so little time.
I know. Joe was texting me about we got to get trail cameras done and turn back. I'm like, I ain't turning my trail cameras on. I'll fix them, but I ain't turning them on for at least 2 more months. At least. Maybe August I'll start turning them on because, the nice part about a lot of those is they'll send me the pictures.
Yeah.
But right now, I'd probably, if the batteries aren't dead, the cards are full.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because I turned one camera on and the card was full, so I didn't get any pictures from it.
Yeah. I got some problems going on with a couple of them, but I didn't even put all my cameras out last year.
Yeah, I got quite a few out last year. That was kind of my goal. Honestly, I put a couple out that never worked, and they're still out.
Yeah.
Just stupid. I never went and fixed them.
I have 2 that are still out that are just so far. I put them out in season when I was hunting, and it's both of them are in places where it's just like
That's exactly what
it would take me so long to
Yep.
get to it. I almost just want to grab it in season, and just replace it with another one and
Yep.
fix it when I bring it back.
That's exactly how mine was. Like I walked way
Great
up
spots.
in there. Yep. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to put these in on like a Sunday. I took all this time to get way back in there to put them up.
Yeah.
And I never hunted over there. So I was just like,
Oh, no.
I'm not, that camera's still up and it just hasn't been working all year. Hopefully there's some on the card though.
Yeah.
It's just the cell portion didn't work. It
Yeah.
never sent me any pictures.
That's the way the one is. It's back there. It was great when I set it up. It said great service or great signal. And then when I got back to the car that evening, it was like on the lowest signal setting, and I got like 2 pictures from it and haven't got a picture since.
Well, it's crazy to be talking about deer season already. I just don't understand how turkey season is over. This is probably one of the saddest days that I can think of for myself. But we're going to brighten it up because we got a guest actually here at the pod porch with us. And we got Cole Wolbert, returning guest. Episode 147, which was back in 2023. I just looked.
Oh, man.
Isn't that some shit? So 3 years ago, dude, we had you in here.
It's been a while.
What's going on, man?
Welcome back.
Not a whole lot. Thanks for having me again, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It's always a blast coming back and talk to you.
Hey, I believe we told you back then, anytime you want to come back. And what happened?
I mean, yeah, I sent you a message and here we are.
Here we are. Yeah. I'm glad you did. You made our job a lot easier for sure.
Absolutely.
I was just gonna start recording like monologues and posting those after a while there of sadness.
Start
Turkey
just
season's
recording as
over.
you're running trail cameras and everything, like leading up to food plots.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Well, we're happy to have you here on
Very
the pod
happy.
porch. You brought quite a bit of bone with you as well, which is very impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get into all of that good stuff, I just want to quickly
Take care of business.
hit our partners because I think I'm wearing about a little bit about almost everybody.
I think
right
I am
now.
too.
I even have Scree socks on.
Oh my goodness.
So we'll start with them. ScreeGear.com.
Yeah, dude. I'm wearing the Delta flannel right now.
Yeah, you are. You
I love
got the
this thing.
flannel.
Yeah, this flannel's awesome.
You pulled the
dude.
trigger. How nice is that flannel?
It's so awesome. You know what my favorite feature is?
The pocket with the phone. Yep, by far.
And you still got access to your regular pockets.
Yeah.
I love this pocket.
That
dude.
is the best
It's so
pocket
comfortable.
on the planet. Honestly, my favorite flannel of all time.
Yeah, me too.
And it's not even close. But they have a lot more than flannels right now.
They sure do.
They actually just got over with a pretty nice sale that they were doing,
Mm-hmm.
a no off-season sale where they were running some pretty good gear pricing. A lot of nice things in the outlet as well. So guys, go over to ScreeGear.com. Take advantage of that. Next up, my hat. We'll just go straight to my hat.
Let's go straight to the hat. VIP Archery.
There it is. VIP Archery.
Baddest broadheads in the business, man.
Yeah.
Expandables.
Let's say,
Yeah,
let's-
baddest expandables in the business.
That's right. Or hybrid, if you
Hybrid,
will.
yeah, I should say
I
hybrid.
like hybrid, but
yeah.
who may actually have the baddest broadheads in the business is VPA.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, VPA is doing it right, my man.
Yeah, dude. I love those broadheads too.
And you know what's nice about them? They're always collabing. They're always doing sales. They're
Absolutely.
always doing promotions. Like they are nonstop getting their stuff out there and getting it in people's hands.
And they're just good people, man. Good company, made in America. I mean, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, the broadheads speak for themselves, but
Absolutely.
the people behind the broadheads, that's where you really want to
where the
invest
magic
and
happens.
put money in. Absolutely. So, and then my shirt, Arsenal, Hunt Arsenal.
Hunt Arsenal.
Yeah, their new saddle just came out this year. They got new sticks, new platforms,
Knew all kinds of stuff.
new pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Accessories. They got the hoist that they have as well.
yeah, that
which
gear hoist is nasty, dude.
really,
We played with that earlier.
Really nice.
Yeah.
So I am. I know I told you last call for that order. I'm putting that thing in tomorrow. So
Okay.
you better let me know what you want because it's going in tomorrow. You're lucky my freaking debit card got hacked, so I didn't have a debit card, or I would have already put in this order freaking 2 weeks ago.
I'm gonna take a peek see tonight. I got you,
just
bub.
got my card in today. So
Yeah, dude.
your last call, and I'm ordering the damn things because I can't. Which I don't think any of them are. I think they're all going to be available about June anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
gonna
not
be
like I'm
all right.
really, waiting around for anything. But-
Last call for Hunt Arsenal. We're saving one of the best for last too. Back 40 Seed Co.
yes, sir.
Let's go.
What are you thinking right now for plot seeds? I'm still 100%, even though it's kind of getting to be about June. I still think you're never too late to put in clover chicory.
Yeah, that clover chicory is pretty awesome. Uncle Owl's is just
Uncle Owl's.
yeah.
I mean,
it's
we're
solid
almost to the
blend.
point now that I would put in maybe that clover base and then
Mhm.
think about in a month or two coming back in and putting in like an Uncle Al's blend or
Yeah,
a
just overseed a
game,
little bit.
game fuel or something along those lines, something for a little bit extra.
Absolutely, man.
Meat and taters.
Meat and tater.
All right.
That's
that.
the biz, man.
Business is over.
Back to Cole Wolbert.
Welcome back, Cole.
What's up, buddy?
Got to get that out of the
Not a lot.
way, you know?
Hey, I get it.
Yes, sir.
Take care of the people that take care of us.
That's right. So
Yeah.
last time we had you on was more or less we talked a lot about like bow hunting league
Mm-hmm.
and some of that stuff. But we've been sitting here for probably an hour BSing about turkey season, deer hunts, bear hunts. You got a lot to talk about, man. The main reason we want to really cover is like the triple trophy. But you've just completed your second triple trophy,
Yes.
right? Which
Yep.
is pretty incredible.
Yeah, man.
Especially coming from I've never killed a bear, never really hunted bears, so to that portion of it's like almost makes it unattainable in my eyes for me.
Yeah.
So like when I hear guys like the Grand Slam or the Triple Trophy, it's pretty neat. Now, did you ever hunt? Do you hunt like fall turkey or anything for the Grand Slam, if you will?
To be totally honest, I have never once
Yeah.
intentionally gone out turkey hunting in the fall.
Yeah.
I've never done it. I've thought about it, and I thought about it this year to try to do the Grand
Mhm.
Slam, but at the same time, I'm one of those, if I'm out in archery season and it's fall turkey season and one comes walking by,
Shink.
I'm opportunistic.
Yeah. dude.
Okay.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It comes to a point where it's like, are you going to come close enough to make me want to shoot you?
They always do.
You know? And it's like, and if it wasn't like, I'm not going to shoot a hen intentionally. That's me. Not
Yeah.
going to do it. Right. And I'm not going to do it, especially to like, oh, I got the Grand Slam because I killed a fall bird. I'm not going to do it for that purpose either, because that's just not what we're here for, right? But when we had that 3-day turkey season around Thanksgiving, what was it? It was like Thanksgiving Day,
Yeah.
or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I
Something
think.
like that. Yeah.
Because then Saturday was the start of bear season, right?
Mhm.
yeah.
Is that how it worked? Or did bear season start on that Monday and maybe it went Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Bear season is the weekend after archery season, the weekend before rifle season comes in. So it'd be archery season would end like
so
on
it's
a
gun
Friday.
season.
Yeah.
And then you've got bear season Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
That's right.
Tuesday, maybe?
Yeah,
A
I'm
little
thinking of it
tweener,
wrong.
yeah.
And
I'm
then
thinking
rifle comes in the week after
back in the
Thanksgiving.
day it would have been Thanksgiving, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then rifle season came in on Monday.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what it used
That's
to
what
be.
it was, yeah.
Yes, that's how it used to go.
It's been gone for a minute. So
Oh, dude, it's been gone for so long.
Well,
they-
now they're talking about moving it up into the last weekend of archery season. They
Yeah.
had talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Back then I used to love to go out like Thanksgiving morning before all the festivities, just go out in the morning and take a walk through the woods. And I've killed one that way.
Yeah.
It was
nice
awesome.
one. Nice one.
Yeah, probably one of my biggest PA birds.
Yeah.
Single bearded PA birds, we'll say.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest.
Yeah.
I've heard fall turkey's a blast. Like I said, I've just never done it. I've heard like you get in and break up a group of birds.
Yeah.
It's just a ton of fun calling them back. And
We have a buddy has a turkey dog. It seems like the
Yeah.
coolest thing in the world. if
They
you
got to
get
have
there.
a blast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they have to have a blast with the dog. I think that would be so much fun. Like, literally, I think that would be so much fun to do. Otherwise, it's pretty much take a walk through the woods, squawk a little bit, and typically you don't have a greyhound. But I've seen, like, videos where birds posturing and, gobbling their heads off in the fall. And I've had them on camera the year after they shut that season down for 1A. Go figure that. Like Thanksgiving and the Friday after, we'd have like 12 birds out in the middle of a field in front of a camera, 3 full strut, just
They know.
son of a bitch.
They read the regs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they do. It seems that way sometimes, but fall turkey's a totally different animal. So I was curious about that because I didn't know if you were aware of like the whole Grand Slam portion of it and the triple. We hear triple trophy a lot, but
I am. I've heard of the Grand Slam and everything. I always thought it'd be cool to do it, but like I said, I'm still in archery hunting mode.
yeah,
Around fall turkey, so I have a hard time dedicating a day to turkey hunting. Same with waterfowl.
Yeah.
I don't waterfowl hunt because I love archery.
same.
You just got to tag out early, and then
Yeah.
waterfowl's so much fun.
Yeah,
too.
That is a
fun,
good
man.
point.
I've gone.
But
I mean, it's a blast. I
Yeah.
love it.
I still love
But
like there's still
There's
something
just
about
sitting in a tree
put-
stand, man.
that and putting an arrow through through
Ooh.
any deer. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be a buck.
No.
The
You know?
sound of fletchings cutting through the wind on a crisp morning,
Ooh.
and then that cavity pop.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Little Debbie
Just
wrappers.
does something. To me. Yeah, little Christmas tree in the afternoon.
These all go hand in hand.
Just
Yes,
does something
sir.
to me, man.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I haven't gotten into like the waterfowl stuff either, and even like pheasants and stuff. I hear a lot of guys, oh yeah, you got to come pheasant hunt. I'm like, no.
It's different around here, though. Like, if you go out west and like in the Midwest and actually do like real pheasant hunting, it is special.
Yeah,
It is very special.
I did a lot of the pheasant stuff in college. We had a group of buddies that would go out and we'd do that. I mean, we didn't have a dog; we were the dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, we had an absolute riot
It's
doing
so
that.
much
but
fun.
Now we've all kind of moved away a little bit. Everybody's busy with work and stuff like that, and we're not as young as we used to be.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
I don't
being
need
the
to
dog
be-
kinda sucks.
Yeah, I don't need to be running after
Sure
a little
does.
bird out through a field.
I know a few guys that have dogs, and I think hunting with dogs in general is just so much fun.
Oh,
like
it's a
whether it's
blast.
rabbits, pheasants, turkeys, whatever.
Mhm.
If I can hunt them with dogs, I mean coyotes, that was fun as
Yeah.
hell doing that. I would do it anytime.
Yeah,
Just
I
something
know a
about
couple
that.
guys that do that, and I've heard that's a riot. But I love hunting over a pointer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a blast.
Yeah,
I love
man.
watching a short hair point and everything on a pheasant, and
Especially
sneaking up and
any-
kicking it out. And, it's
Yeah,
a
any
great
dog
time.
that's really good at its trait too. Like
Yeah.
that's so
Oh,
much
watching them
fun.
work is just impressive, man.
It's fun, man. I love it. Also, the first of the triple trophy can't get there if you don't kill a buck in archery. Well, any buck, I should say, not
Yeah.
technically archery, but your first step is
Mhm.
typically archery.
Yeah, both of them. Both of my triple trophies started off in archery season.
Nice. So coming into this year, obviously I don't know. Do you set goals before the season?
I typically do. I try to. It used to be basically just kind of set a random goal.
Mhm.
Now it's a little bit more refined. The last few years, I've really been trying to get into. I want to kill more of a particular deer. I want to kill I've got my hit list, so to say, and I want to try to kill one of those deer. Like, I don't want to just shoot any buck that comes walking by. Now, granted, if a 130 or 140 walks by, I'm not going to be like, no, it didn't have pictures.
You're not
of it.
that guy.
Kill it.
That deer's not on my list.
But yeah, if there's a nice buck that comes through, I'll still shoot it. But I've really gotten into the trying to nail down having a deer on the property throughout the summer, killing him in archery season.
Yeah.
And that's been a big goal of mine. That's what I did this year, which was awesome. And I don't know, like growing up and everything, I never did that. Like, it sounds crazy, but like we always ran trail cameras, always had pictures of a ton of bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I just could not kill a buck that I had pictures of.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just never happened.
Yeah.
And just now in the last couple of years, it's started to happen more and more that I've done it, I think 3 or 4 times now. So,
Nice.
Yeah. No, and I think that's a good goal to start off with, too. I mean, having a deer that you want to, like, target specifically. I mean, that's kind of what you see on, all the big shows and everything. But in reality, having a property that you can, let's just say, manage on your own and setting that goal, it's really accomplished. Well, it's really, you feel really accomplished when you actually meet that goal. So you being able to do it 4 times so far, it's impressive, man.
yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm chasing, it's not like every year I've got 140, 150 inch deer that I'm
Yeah.
after. I just kind of want to clarify that. Like,
Yeah.
Well, we're in Pennsylvania, too.
like,
I mean, it's like,
I'm picking out nice deer or deer that I've had pictures of for years that I know are getting to that maturity level.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that's really what I want to do. And like, my wife hunts with me now. She's gotten huge into it, especially archery season. She hates gun season, but will archery hunt with me all year. So I set goals for her as well in my season. So a lot of my goals pertain to having her with me too.
Nice. So, like, basically her success goes towards your goals as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like,
that's cool.
Like the buck that I killed this year, that was a deer that I wanted her to shoot. But the first day that she's not with me, of course, is the day that he decides to show up. And it was the biggest deer on the property at that point. So
Yeah, and that's setting realistic standards, along with your goals, I think is smart. Because you can always say, I want to shoot a 120 or better this year, or 130 or better this year. And it's like, well, if you don't have one, are you just not going to shoot a deer this year?
Yeah,
like,
you
what are you
can't-
going to do?
you can't kill a big buck if one isn't living there.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's the cold hard truth about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can pass 100 deer,
Mhm.
but if that big one that you're looking for isn't there,
Yeah.
then you're not going to kill him.
Yeah. I mean, we just talked about how nice it is listening to, broadheads zip through an animal. It's hard to do when you're looking for something that's unrealistic to the area that you're hunting.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I like the taste of a good doe too much to
Oh, dude.
be letting them walk waiting on one buck. You know what I
I
mean?
tell guys that all the time. I'm like, I love the taste of deer meat, but I just didn't get a buck this year. And I'm like, you do know the doe tastes just as good, if not better than bucks, right?
Probably better.
Probably. They're pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I pulled one out the other day. I still had a little backstrap of probably one of them little ones because it wasn't a very big mature backstrap. But I'll tell you right now, wow, was that shit good.
Well, and let me tell you what, I'm in 2D, so we
Yeah.
have all the doe tags in the
There's
state
so
pretty
many
much.
doe tags.
I've had 6 doe tags the last 2 years.
Yeah.
If you don't think that I'm not trying to fill every single tag
Oh,
that I
absolutely.
have,
Absolutely.
I killed 7 deer 2 years ago, and I killed 6 last year.
Yeah.
I had 1 doe tag I didn't fill.
That's awesome.
Like,
Unreal, man. I love that.
Yeah, I think I had like 9 tags last year.
yeah.
I remember looking at 2D last year too,
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
blown away by how many toe tags were available.
Oh, yeah. They were
Did
like
they
100,000.
increase? And they increased it,
They
didn't
increased
they?
it again last year. Yeah, I had 6 the year before, and there were like 73,000. And I looked this year, and there were like 77,000 or something
Yeah.
like that. They increased it again.
I think they increased about just about every
Yeah.
every single WMU, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, and I know for our property, it needs it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how many does I kill off there as a group. So it's a family property. We've got like 5 or 6 of us that hunt it. As a group 2 years ago, I figured it up. We killed like 16 deer off of 40 acres.
Yeah.
It's only 40 acres. We
Yeah.
killed like 16 deer off of it. We didn't even make a dent.
Yeah.
I left the last day of flintlock season that year thinking, oh man, maybe I killed too many does. And there were 23 standing in a field a minute away. And I'm like, all right, so we didn't touch them. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like,
I will always say growing up, the one spot where we would always travel a little bit farther into 2D to hunt, and it was public, and we would see so many does. I mean, you would just see dozens of doe every single time you went there. It's fantastic. There's so many deer out there. It's
Oh, yeah.
insane.
oh, they're everywhere. And the thing is, too, is like people are starting to get older. and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but like a lot of the time with like the guys in the area that I hunt, at least, as they start getting older, they stop shooting does.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I've got to kill this wall hanger.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you're not going to, because the does are kicking him out of the area because they're eating all of the food that he needs.
Exactly.
Like he's got nothing there. Like
Yeah.
kill 100 does and then you
and
see
not
what
only that,
happens.
it's like, well, you can grunt and rattle and do everything you want, but that deer does not have to compete for
No.
a doe.
No.
He doesn't have to compete.
No,
They come
not at
to
all.
him. He could sit in the same little 2-acre thicket
Mhm.
where he's got everything he needs, and you can't access him, and he doesn't have to leave it.
Yeah.
He can just stay there.
Yeah.
Does will just keep coming to him.
And that's one big thing that I've been focusing on, I would say the last 4 years or so, is just trying to thin the doe numbers down on our property.
Mhm.
And I mean, you can see the direct results of it. We have more bucks now in that property just in and out all the time
Yeah.
than what we used to. And last year was the first year that I've ever rattled a deer
Yeah.
in my entire life.
That ratio's kind of
Yeah.
equalizing a
Yeah.
little
And
bit.
I rattled
It's a
in
beautiful thing.
I rattled in 4 bucks in one weekend, 3 of them at the same time.
Dude, that's pretty good.
Or 4 at the same time. There were 2 4-points and 2 7-points that I rattled in literally at the same time. And then another buck that we had pictures of that I rattled in the day before.
Yeah.
And my wife killed one of them. So,
That's so awesome.
I mean, yeah, I can't complain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this year I rattled in back-to-back bucks. The one I didn't shoot and the one I shot. 2 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Rattled them in. It was late, like later in into November, too. Second week. Like, what, the 15th, 16th, something like that?
I love rattling in
This
here,
was like
dude.
the last week of October that I did it, I think.
Yeah. That's a great
It was
time,
like the
too. though.
28th,
Yeah, it
I
really
think.
is.
That's Austin always talks about that, but I agree with him. That's like one of my favorite times.
Dude, the 25th to like the 2nd.
Yeah.
Like that pocket right there is just, it's so magical.
I would
man.
even, for me personally, I would even expand that. I'd say like that last week of October and the first 2 weeks of November.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like going through, like, I've killed deer on like the 11th.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, that 6th, 7th, 8th is
Mhm.
magical.
It can be magical,
It's been
man.
very good. And I'll be honest, lately it's been like that middle of October, that cold front,
Yeah.
the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, you were
I've
on
been-
fire, dude.
Dude, I swear if I wasn't in Kansas City last year on fucking October 16th or whatever that date is, 15th, 17th?
I think it's 17th,
17th.
yeah.
2 years in a row, same date I shot a buck
Yeah.
on the 17th. And then last year I had a work meeting in Kansas City I had to be in, but I didn't get to hunt on that day. I was so bummed, man. But like my cameras light up through that
Yep.
like 3-day period. If it's cold,
Oh, yeah.
some of the biggest bucks that I have seen on their feet in daylight
Yeah.
happened at that time frame.
well, one thing that I think gets overlooked too is like that very first cold front
Yeah.
of October.
Oh, it's so
Like
awesome.
this year, we got that one. When I killed my buck, I killed him like the 7th was the first Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we had just that little cold front that it was like 60 degrees and dropped down. It was like 40 or 45. It doesn't take a ton that
Mm-mm.
first couple of weeks, but you get that first little cold snap.
Yeah.
Man, did the deer start moving on that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's
Like-
wild. Like even right now, it's just those cool mornings. I've been seeing so many deer out
Yeah.
mornings and evenings.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible how much that can change. But you're right. I mean, that October, it can be very, very.
Yeah.
And I feel like the biggest deer, it goes from like that mid-October. Then they might fall off a little bit. You might catch them cruising a little bit that late October. And then I feel like that second week in November, it's like they come right back out of the
Oh,
woodwork
yeah, dude.
and they're cruising again.
Yep.
It's wild. But so this year, archery season comes around. You've set your goals. What was your goal actually? Was it just to, take a deer off of your list, or was there a set number of doe you want to like, when we do pretty much every year we do like a goals episode. I think
Mhm.
mine's always like 3 doe and a buck,
Mm-hmm. So this year, my goal this year was kind of similar to last year. With a career change and everything coming, I knew I was leaving for 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
second week of November. I was going to be gone from home, not able to hunt at all, gone. So I knew that my time was cut short. So basically, I wasn't trying to hold out for a particular deer or anything like that. I had a list of probably, I think I had 3 to 5 deer that I knew were fairly mature, that were decent size, that I wanted to shoot. And I didn't want to just burn a tag on a small buck just because I could.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal was kind of basically try to kill one of those deer. I wanted to kill one early and then just focus on hammering does.
Yeah.
Was my goal. And then bigger than that, my goal was basically to get my wife a bigger buck than what she killed the year before.
Cool.
I just want to see her keep progressing and killing bigger and bigger deer. She's been just all up in arms that she needs to kill one that is big enough to mount, and I'm trying to kind of rein her back a little bit
yeah.
and be like, listen, we got to do this in baby steps, because once you kill that one that is 140 or whatever, then it starts getting a little bit harder to try to compete with.
Oh
that.
yeah. Listen, babe, taxidermy's expensive.
That too. That too.
It is, but I tend to, I don't know, I've got a lot of taxidermy. I've got 2 deer, a turkey from last year, a bear, fox, squirrels, got a little bit of everything.
I like that.
So you're more of a shorter mount guy than a Euro, or
It depends.
Yeah.
I have a standard.
what's the number? What
It's
is there
gotta
a number?
To me, it's
Yeah.
got to be Popignon.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of
That
where
makes
I'm at.
I've got to be like 125 or over.
Yeah.
For me. So like I have 2 now that are over 130
Mm-hmm.
that I've got mounted. So now I'm more of that. It's got to be 130 or bigger.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the idiot that said I got 4 up there now. I said I'm not going to get one mount unless it's bigger than one of the 4. Shot my deer this year, and I was like, oh, yeah, really nice big 7.8 ain't going to be that big. He's bigger than 3 out of the 4 on my
Yep.
wall. I'm like, son of a
kind of
bitch,
handcuffed yourself
dude.
with that one.
Yeah, I just cut his head off, and I'm like, I'm not going to get him mounted. He'll look really good on a Euro. I taped him out. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Now I love a good Euro though.
I love
I do
Euros,
too.
dude.
They
I do
look
too.
so good. And the last couple years I've gotten into doing my own. I don't take them to anybody anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just kind of do them myself, just boil them, pressure wash them and stuff. And they turn out all right.
How hard is that process? Because I've never done it.
Really?
It's really not bad.
Never done it.
The worst part is like getting the fur and everything off of them, getting all the meat kind of broke down a little bit. And then whenever you boil them, it's pretty easy.
You just don't want to overboil them.
Yeah, I
Then they
start
get real.
out, I'll boil them probably 3 or 4 different times.
Okay.
Like throughout that same night. Like
Boil.
I'll put it
work
in
on
for
it.
20 minutes to start. Boil it for 20 minutes, pull it out, blow a lot of the junk off of it, and you get quite a bit. Once you get it down, then you notice that it's kind of like, it gets to a point that it stops coming off.
Okay.
Boil it again, but do it in incrementally less time.
Okay.
So like I'll go from like 20 minutes to like the next one I'll boil at 10.
Gotcha.
And then I'll only boil it 3 or 4 times. And I haven't had any issues with any of them breaking down or anything.
Cool.
Then just soak them in a bucket of water with Dawn dish soap in it or whatever to finish degreasing overnight, and then whiten them. And I just use like a 40% peroxide solution, like hair bleach.
Yep. That's what I use.
I literally got it from like Sally Beauty.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
You
I have
just
one
brush
that
that
I
on.
that I buried, and there's still a little bit of stuff on them, so I'm probably gonna have to take him boil on
The
and
bury
kinda
method, it works, but it's not as efficient. I mean, you can do a skull in an afternoon.
Yeah,
No problem,
100%.
especially if you're just like messing around doing your leaves in the fall or
Mhm.
whatever else, and just have your freaking turkey fryer out there.
Yeah,
Boil them up.
That's what I finally made that purchase.
Yeah.
I finally bought one for that. I
Yeah.
think more than
It's
anything.
the way to go. I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
mean-
big enough. You can do a couple of them if you have to. Do one for
Yeah.
your buddies or whatever else.
Well, you can do a couple at a time too. Like this one laying here in front of me. I did that one with my wife's buck this past year.
Yeah.
So like I did 2 at the same time. And
Okay.
literally like as I'm pressure washing one, I've
Put
put
the other one
the-
in.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do for the antlers to keep the color off, or the color on the antlers?
I take plastic wrap, like the clear
Mhm.
plastic
like
wrap.
cling wrap.
Yeah, I wrap that around, get it real tight, tucked up into the bases and everything, get it on nice and tight, and then I take black electrical tape
Yeah.
and just tape them the whole way up, like past the brow tine.
I'm very similar. I do aluminum foil and then
Yeah.
electrical tape the whole.
Yeah. See, I've seen the aluminum foil.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple different ways of doing that.
You just got to make sure that you get it up high enough that whatever part of the antler goes into the water
Right.
is covered.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
And then obviously when you're bleaching them, be careful with that because it will bleach them out. Like if you look at the bottom of the pedicles and everything on those, they're like snow white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sent a couple to a guy once. I got them back, and there was definitely like a line
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the
Yeah, be
pedicles.
careful
And
with
then,
it.
you could tell where they had gone in and gotten a little bit white, and then I was like, whatever, dude, I don't care.
Yeah.
You can take a little bit of like wood stain.
Yeah, I've seen people do like even with sheds like coffee grounds,
Mm-hmm.
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 wet coffee grounds, and rub it back in, and it brings the color back to the antler.
Oh yeah.
Thought about doing that.
Yeah, you can stain them and everything if they get a little white. I haven't stained either of these.
Yeah.
They're
look
just
good.
straight out of the boil. And
They look really good. You did both those yourself?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice work.
Who did your bear? Did you do your bear?
no, my taxidermist did the bear for me.
That's a little. That's a little bit more involved.
this-
I bet.
Is this the one from this year?
No, that is the one. That's the first bear.
Okay.
Little shout out to my taxidermist, Jordan's Taxidermy over by
Nice bear.
Punxsutawney, PA.
There you go.
He does all of my stuff. He does a great job. I got a half mount done of the bear, and then he did the skull for me as well. He cleaned it off and did
Yeah, that's
How
nice
big was
job
this
on it.
bear?
That one was
Weight
one-
was?
It was 136,
Okay.
I think. That was field dressed. It was
Nice.
like I think they measured out, it was like 4 live weight, something like that.
Cool.
That's what they determined, but
Bigger than any bear I've shot.
Same.
it was a sow.
Okay.
They look a lot bigger coming through the woods.
Yes, they do.
until You get up
It's
on
just a
them.
big black blob, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
bears
I
are
would-
notoriously hard to judge.
I would never
Well-
bear shame anyone.
Oh, no. A bear
People
is a
that
bear.
do, they've never seen a bear in the woods live.
Yeah,
Because
well,
that shit is not possible.
And
to
that
judge.
one's got just a ridiculous kind of story with it. I mean, that's just me as a bear hunter in general, just stupid stories.
Yeah.
That bear, I will be the first person to tell you guys, I am not a bear hunter. I am. When you think of a Pennsylvania bear hunter, I promise I'm not it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get worked up about it. I don't get all gung ho. Oh, I need to go out. That bear, I had just started a new job that year. Ended up, one of the guys that I was working with became pretty good buddies with him. And I was big into archery hunting. He was big into archery hunting. Kill the biggest buck of my life the last day of archery season, which was Friday. Bear comes in Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking to me all week. He's like, dude, you need to come bear hunting on Saturday. I'm like, absolutely not. Why in the hell would I do that? And he's like, I'm telling you, it's a good time. Like, you're going to have fun. I promise. We always put out bears. And I'm like, yeah, but like, if I get one, like, what do you do with it?
Exactly.
I don't know what
You
to
sound
do
like
with
me, dude.
Yeah, I'm like,
100%. We're
I
in
don't
the
know what to
same
do
boat
with
here.
a bear. I'm like, I don't even know what I'd do if I saw one.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm telling you, you have to. I killed this buck 7:30 in the morning, last day of archery season. And I sent him the pictures. He's like, well, now you've got to come bear hunting with us.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, all right, fine.
Suckered
whatever.
you into it.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever, I'll come with you. I go out, literally first drive of the morning. It's like 7:15. We're standing on this game lands, and it's a clear cut that they're pushing. And they call over the radio. They're like, oh, yeah, like, we've got a fresh track. I'm like, oh, all right, that's cool. Like, we're a bear in the area. I might see one today. You know, that's cool. We're 10 or 15 minutes into this drive, and I hear, like, limbs cracking coming through this clear cut. I'm like, there's no way that these guys are through this thing already. Like, I'm looking at it like it's a wall. All of a sudden, I catch movement, and I'm like, oh, what was that? And I'm looking, and this black blob pops out.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell is that raccoon doing coming at me through the woods? And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, that's a little bigger than a raccoon. I'm like, oh, you idiot. I'm like, that's a bear. That's what you're here to hunt. Like, hello. So I pull the gun up. It comes out of this clear cut right at me. Comes down into this little draw that's between, there's like this drainage ditch that's running down. And I'm up on the top of it on like this old logging road. And it gets down into this dip where I can't see it. Well, it comes down in, turns, and starts walking up to my left. Well, it pops out. I see what I think is an opening. Click the safety off. I'm like, all right, whatever. Squeeze one off at it. The bear like turns, starts trotting. I'm like, I don't know if I hit it or not. Rack another one in the gun. Get a real opening. Shoot. Absolutely hammer this thing. Rack another one in. It turns and comes right at me.
Oh, yeah.
It comes running right at me, and it crests the top of this hill that it's at like 17 yards, staring me down. And well, it sees me and turns and goes right back down over the hill and tries to go back in the clear cut. Well, luckily I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't want it getting back in that clear cut because that's going to be terrible trying to get that thing out.
Oh, yeah.
I shoot 2 more times, put the thing down, and everybody's hollering on the radio. They're like, oh, who's shooting? Who's shooting? Who's shooting? Well, I called back, told them that it was me. And the one guy down the hill, as everybody's calling, asking who's shooting, he just comes across the radio, just plain as day. Like, everybody's all broken up, just screaming. And plain as day, he just comes across, he's like, oh, it was the fucking new guy. I get down to this bear after the drive. Everybody's like, how many times did you shoot at that thing? I was like, well, I shot at it 4 times. I was like, I just shot until the thing went down and stopped moving.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't going to let the thing just get away. So we're all laughing and carrying on about it. And if you've never drug a bear out, they are the worst thing in the world to try to drag because they're so squishy.
Oh,
You've got
yeah.
nothing to grab onto. And a 130-pound bear feels like a 400-pound deer.
Yeah.
Like, it's just horrible.
That's such a strange way to like describe it too. And like I've felt bears, they
Yeah.
are squishy.
Yeah.
It's like
There's just
it's so
nothing to
weird.
grab onto.
It's like those stuffed animal mount taxidermy.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I think of when you say squishy.
But they are. They're just like, you can't grab anything on them.
Yeah.
Like, you try to grab them, it's like there's nothing firm there to hold
Yeah,
on
I
to.
see a lot of
Grab
guys.
them by the claw.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I see a lot of guys, they're like tie them up onto a branch or some kind of,
Yeah.
log or whatever, and that
Or
way
they use stretchers or
or stretchers
Yeah.
or something to get them out. You
Well,
know,
we
deer
ended
cart
up-
would have been fantastic.
Yeah, we ended up, luckily, that was the year that we had the snow. That was 2022.
Okay.
So that was actually the season before I came in the first time.
Yeah.
We had that snow the last day of archery season and then the first day of bear season. So luckily, being up on top of the hill, dragging downhill and having the snow and everything, we just tied its legs to its head and got
Yeah.
a big stick, and two of us were able to just kind of put the stick in front of us and drag it down.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to go. That's cool, man. Yeah, bears, I'm kind of your way. Like, I probably wouldn't even walk to the end of my couch to try to go hunt and kill a bear, I don't think.
I've gone several times. I've never seen a bear. I've been in a group that's got a bear, but I'm just kind of like I've gone just for the good time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know what I would do if I saw a bear.
Yeah.
Like obviously I would probably shoot it, but I mean, I don't have anywhere in my house that I can put a full body mount bear. Or like I don't have anywhere I can put a bear rug. Like I'm like I don't know what I would do with it.
Well, and it was one of those things too that like I shot it and I'm like, I don't deserve this. Like that was literally the second time I'd ever gone bear hunting.
Right.
Like first time I had gone, I went with another buddy that I graduated high school with. The group killed a bear that day. Second time I go, I shoot a bear. And I'm talking to some of the guys in the group. I didn't even know everybody's name that I was hunting with by the time I killed this bear. Because like I said, it's the first drive.
Right.
And they're like, oh yeah, like so-and-so's been hunting 40 years and never had a shot at one. And I'm like, I've bear hunted for like total maybe 3.5 hours.
Oh,
Like-
The guilt factor
Yeah,
starts
I was like,
creeping
there's-
in.
way to make me feel
Yeah.
guilty, man.
And now the
Yeah.
mount, like it lives at my grandparents' house because I don't have anywhere for it. And I only got a half mount done.
Yeah.
They're just
Right.
so big. Like,
Yeah.
I almost feel like if I did end up killing a bear, you just gotta have like the most badass coat ever made with like the
yeah.
head as the hood, and like you just have to.
Only if I can, like, wear his arms on my arms,
Yeah,
you know?
be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. That's cool. That's great. I never got into the bear thing. I went one time in rifle ever.
Mhm.
I've hunted them in archery season, I guess you would say. I was deer hunting at the same time with a bear tag. 2 years ago, I actually saw a bear with a tag in my pocket during bear archery. That was cool.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, the feeling of like, if a bear walks over here right now, I can actually shoot it was wild to me. And I didn't have a buck tag. I was just hunting as a scout for our buddy from Florida that was up. He was in one spot and I was in the other. And these bear pop out probably 100 yards away. And that was so cool to see. Like I think there was 2 or 3 of them. Like, holy shit, if they come over here right now, am I really going to shoot a fucking bear with a bow? Like, that would be cool. That'd be my ultimate. But they make those seasons shorter every year. They're making it tougher and tougher.
Yep.
It used to be this very long, like, archery season for bear the last few years. And now it's like a week, I think, next year
Yeah.
from the new regs. It's only a week long. That sucks.
Yeah.
It does. Like they keep cutting it down, and like I don't know about you, but I see bears the week before archery bear season all the time.
All the time.
Like I saw 4 or 5 different bears this year in archery season before the season comes in.
Yeah.
So that's been my goal too. Is like I want to kill one with my bow.
Yeah.
Like it'd be awesome.
I feel like
It would be awesome.
early archery and before the season in archery, you see so many bears, but then it's like guys start getting in the woods,
Yep.
scent starts getting out, people
Mhm.
start bumping them, and bears get smarter a lot quicker than deer do, like a lot quicker. But I don't know.
It's basically a big dog. Like you think
Yeah.
about it. Like
Yeah.
they know.
They know. Oh, they know. You had that big old camera.
Oh,
What was his name?
giant. Oh, what did we?
What do we call him?
Didn't you name him?
Barry the bear.
Barry.
Yeah, Barry.
Barry. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
That's a big bear, dude.
real big bear. 2 years in a row, we had all these bears on camera on our property before season starts, and it's like
Gone.
they're gone a month before archery starts. They're gone. Like they disappear. It's not a big property. I mean, it's basically one big hillside that's maybe a couple 100 acres, which seems like a lot, but it's not. I mean, and they're there. Like there was probably 4 or 5 of them there this past spring. I don't know what's there now because I haven't been out there, but yeah, the one destroyed my my camera, my solar panel, and pulled it down off the tree.
I lost a camera to a bear this year too. I put it in looking for a big deer that I had pictures of the year before, and the camera was there for 3 days, and a bear decided to come in and eat it.
Yeah.
And I always have a ton of bears on camera throughout the summer and everything. Like last year, 2 years ago, I guess, I had, I think, 10 different bears on camera. And this past year, I bet I had 6 or 7
Yeah.
different ones that just all through the summer, just rotating. And I think it was the first or second week of archery season before bear had come in. My wife and I had a sow and 2 cubs literally at 10 yards, like come in right underneath of us, like just right there.
It's cool to
That's cool.
see.
Oh,
too,
yeah.
man. Oh,
Is there anything against that? in PA? You can shoot in a sow with cubs?
No, you can.
I didn't think there was anything, but I
You
know
gotta-
a lot of
you gotta-
guys.
You got to think about it.
A lot
but-
of guys are weird about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and bears especially, because like those cubs hang out with the mom
For a
for a
long time,
while
yeah.
until
Yeah.
they're actually ready. Like a mom with 2 fawns, if you will, or yearlings, I have no problem shooting that one because I know those yearlings will survive without her. But bear, that's totally different.
I don't think I would.
And a lot of the
A
time,
mama bear.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
But
lot
would
of the
you shoot a
times
mama
do
deer?
that.
Oh, all day.
Yeah,
All
me
day.
too. How about
Yeah.
you, Cole?
I definitely do the doe.
Yeah,
And on our property, I'll probably catch flack for this. I don't care. I would definitely do it on a bear on our property for
Yeah.
the simple fact we've got so many of them in the area
Yeah.
that I want to limit them the same way that I have the does.
Yeah, I get that.
So, like, we all get bear tags. And honestly, my hope would kind of be that, like, if that happens, shoot the sow, the cubs hang around,
mm-hmm.
and then
And they're going
have
to.
my wife shoot the cub,
Yeah.
have my grandpa shoot another cub.
Yeah.
Like, take them all out.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I get that.
I have no problem with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like,
I don't know
not-
if I would or not.
I'm not
just
going to
'cause
say
not
let
a-
them
Yeah.
go and, like, let the cubs just suffer or anything.
Right.
But
No,
I would
for
definitely-
sure
I'd
not.
call
Honestly,
somebody
the
if they
Cubs
were
would probably
hanging around.
make it too. To be honest
Yeah.
with you, I mean that's
Yes.
not. I'm kind of on the train still. Like I don't know what I would do with a bear, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
I got that weird dilemma going on. And I'm like, I don't know.
If you
it
kill
was,
one,
it would have to be a single bear for me, I guess. I don't know. It'd have
if
to
you
be
kill
real
one,
big.
don't kill one bigger than 150 pounds.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just keep them small. They're small enough that you can do something with them.
Yeah.
They're not so big that they're just a nuisance to try to do anything with.
Well, if I
Yeah.
shoot one too big, it's going to be too big of a coat for me. So
I need about an XL bear, maybe a 2X bear if they got any of those in the woods.
Yeah, you kill like a 600 pounder. That's like a Shaquille O'Neal coat.
yeah, man,
That's-
I'll have to make a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
That would be badass sleeping bag.
Yeah, it would.
Oh man, I think the one I saw last year, she was pretty good size. I'm guessing it was a sow because I'm pretty sure there was at least one cub and big cub, like
Mhm.
big
Yeah.
cub. I've had some encounters up my camp from the ground with them at like 25 yards, 3 big ass cubs and mama.
It's a little bone
Boy,
chilling.
that checks you pretty quick. It wasn't bear season either, but that will definitely get your attention from the ground. You're like, I'm a dead man if they want me dead. Like I stand no chance here.
Start thinking about how much you have in common with a big T-bone.
Oh yeah, yeah. My ass is grass in no time. I'm going to be fertilizer if they decide they just want to turn and come play with me. That's what it's going to be. So that's part of being, apex predator, if you will. What's weird is I didn't realize this, but I was just in Connecticut turkey hunting. There's no bear season.
Are there a lot of bears in Connecticut?
Sure are.
Are there really?
Saw 2 of them in 3 days
No
of hunting.
kidding.
2.
Wow.
And I stopped to ask permission from one of the farmers to see if we could turkey hunt his property, which nobody gives you permission out there, but they love to talk. Like, and this dude's just an old school farmer. And as I'm talking to him, don't you know, if a turkey right behind him comes up and comes into full strut with another one beside him. And we've been watching birds on his property for 2 days, gobble their faces off. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's turkeys right over there. And he's been telling me about how big of a problem the bears are. He said, yeah, look. And he goes to his truck, gets his phone out, and he's like, my nephew came over with his drone and got all this footage. Dude, he had footage of the bears in action in his corn, just knocking them down, eating, drone right above them, filming them.
Not a care in the
That's
world.
wild.
Not a care in the world. And then another like 3 come out into the field, and dude, they were everywhere. And I just had that conversation with them. No shit, and I jump back in the car and I'm driving and I look over and there's a bear walking across this field.
Oh, dude.
I'm like, damn, dude.
Wow.
And I'm like, you think about around here, I'm not really afraid of bears for the most part because we hunt them. Like, we kill them. They see or smell or hear you, they are gone.
Yeah.
Out there, I didn't realize they don't hunt them.
I didn't realize there was a lot of bears in Connecticut, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he has a lot of issues. I guess he had to go through like a 16-page application, he told me, with the government to allow him to take some off his land.
Depredation permit.
Yeah, and he ended up getting 6 last year off of his
Wow.
property alone. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Off of like 80 acres if he even owned that.
Wow.
Now, his butted right up against the public,
Mm-hmm.
but still. And it was bear country. There
Yeah.
was rocky, nasty, mountain laurel, really pretty stuff
Yeah.
for bear and deer. But it's actually where I shot my turkey too.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was cool. But I was like, that gives me a different perspective. Now, the one bear I did see in the woods, it ran. Thank God.
At least
I was-
it had a little fear in it.
yeah, like it ran away. I was like, yeah, this is just like any other bear. Not thinking like, no, they really don't hunt them out here. That's crazy.
Well, being that they don't hunt them, they probably a lot of them don't care about human presence
Don't
to
care
them
shit.
because they know that it's not a threat.
Yeah.
Exactly my point. That gave me a different perspective
Yeah.
after the fact, realizing, oh shit, there's no bear season out here. I'm walking around again. I'm that T-bone walking through the woods.
Double thinking that Debbie in your pocket.
Yeah. Dude, all the animals out there were so weird. Like this, I had a full-on conversation with a doe in the back, in the middle of the woods.
What'd she say?
She was just hungry. She just kept eating. I kept talking to her. She didn't have anything to say back. And then I started talking to her in Turkey, and she got closer and closer and just kept coming at me like, what are you? And I could just see her like drooling. So I don't know if she wanted to eat me.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Everything Connecticut's dangerous.
Maybe they don't hunt those up there either.
Didn't appear that way. Looked like they had plenty of deer.
Oh, man.
Pretty wild place. Fun trip. So let's get into this year. We got you. We got a good bear story out of you, but where do we start off? Kick off the triple trophy. Obviously, archery. We talked about archery for your buck.
Yeah, I would say probably start off this summer. Started running cameras and everything. Started getting pictures of deer. The one that I killed was one of the first bucks that showed up, and right off the bat, he was pretty much the biggest one on the property. Which he's not huge, 115-inch 10, but.
Nice
shoot that
10
deer.
point.
Yeah,
really
just a
nice
nice
PA
10.
buck, man.
I was going to be happy with him. I was really hoping that my wife was going to shoot him. It'd be the biggest buck that she's killed in her life so far by a mile.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my plan. Then being off pretty much all of October and everything, not going back to work until November, I knew that I was going to have a lot of time to hunt. Got food plots and everything in, and of course, plant those. And then we got that real dry spell. So it completely just burnt them. Didn't have hardly anything grow. Luckily, the deer stayed around, and was watching them, had pictures of him up until the beginning of September. He disappeared for a couple of weeks, didn't really know where he went. Comes back 27 days later and was completely skin and bone. Like, just looked sick. You could tell, even in the pictures, like he just wasn't moving great. Just something wrong with him. And I sent the pictures of him to a couple of buddies and everything. I was like, hey, like, what do you think's going on with this thing? Obviously, I'd been watching what had been going on in Ohio, Indiana, stuff like that with all the EHD and everything. Knew that was going around. I was like, do you think that maybe he's got EHD and I've got a problem on my hands? Everybody was like, yeah, it's hard to tell. I'd kind of want to see him in person. Archery season rolls around. Get through the first weekend with my wife. She obviously has to go back to work Monday. So I hunt Monday, Tuesday. Got that very first cold front of the year coming Wednesday is when it hit in our area. Decide going to go out, get out Wednesday night for an evening hunt. Sitting there and deer just start piling into this food plot. I mean, I bet I saw 20 deer that night. I have does all over the place. And I knew with this cold front, it was early. I was like, I'm going to hold out until last light on a doe just to see if a buck by chance would come in. Well, this deer, I hear walking behind me, like up on the ridge, and I look back, I see movement through the woods, but I can't tell what it is. Comes walking out to the edge and drops down over, and there's like a little stream that kind of runs down in the bottom of this, like 40, 45 yards away. And I look and I see the antler there, got the binoculars on him, knew instantly which deer it was. With him being so skinny, we actually named him Skater Boy, like that song.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
just name him Converse.
Yeah, just skin and bones. We called him Skater Boy. And I knew that it was him. He stops at this creek, and it's the first deer that I've ever seen do this at this stream. It just stops, and he drank for probably 2 or 3 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Just like I could hear him gulping water.
Should have named him Thirsty Boy.
But yeah, I have one named Wheezy because he came in the year before and was sneezing and sounded like he had allergies, and he did that for about 10 minutes, so I named him Wheezy. But he just takes this super long drink at this stream, and I'm watching him like, all right, like any time now, buddy, like we're running out of light here. At this point, it's starting to get dark. And all of a sudden, he lifts his head, comes walking straight up through the field. I draw back, get him stopped, and shot him at 15 yards and literally watched him fall. He made it 20 yards and stopped, looked around, and just laid down and was done. And obviously, I'm excited, freaking out. I call my wife. I'm like, holy crap, like, just shot Skater Boy, It's crazy, like, we actually had a deer that was like our number one target deer.
Yeah.
And we killed him this year. Like,
Yeah, dude.
that's
So cool.
awesome. I get down. At the time, I'm thinking this is like a mid-120s deer because of how small his body is.
Right.
Like, his antlers just looked huge on him.
Yeah.
And I get down to him. I walk up. I'm like, all right. I'm like, it's a nice deer. And it's not until I'm like getting ready to gut him that I'm looking at him like, man, is this deer just like super skinny? And then I'm wondering, I'm like, well, what's wrong with him? Like, do I have a bigger issue going on down here that I'm going to start finding deer laying dead everywhere? What the heck? Get him out of the woods. And I call the game commission. And I'm like, hey, I killed this deer. He looks like he's sick. I was like, what do I do? And they had me send pictures and everything in. The warden in the area gets a hold of me, and he called me. He's like, well, what's going on? And I told him, I was like, this deer's just super skinny. I was like, I sent you the pictures of him. I mean, you could see this deer's hips. You could see every vertebrae in his back, every rib, like just... I mean, there was nothing to him.
Totally emaciated.
Yeah, if he weighed 100 pounds, he was lucky.
Wow.
He was just tiny. Like, I drug him with just one hand the whole way out of the woods. Like, it was like dragging a yearling.
Wow.
And he's like, well, how big is he? I was like, well, he's like 115-inch 10. He's like, oh, well, it's definitely not CWD then. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't really think CWD anyway. I was asking more EHD. I was like, do you guys want to come get him? Bring a biologist out to test him, make sure that it's not here now. No, we're really not too worried about it unless it's CWD. I was like, what do you mean? Like,
That's infuriating.
yeah, I was like,
it really is.
I was like, so what do I do with this thing? Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I can come and give you a salvage tag for it, basically, and I'll take the whole deer. I'll take the antlers and everything, and then you'll just get basically a replacement buck tag. Or you can keep it. And I was like, well, I really don't want to, like, give the deer up or
Right.
anything. I was like, I was happy with him enough to shoot him. I was like, I don't need to kill a second buck.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, all right, well, and yeah, I mean, you can keep him. That's totally fine. And I was like, well, is it safe to eat him being with how he's looking? Well, we're really not allowed to give you any recommendations on whether or not it is or isn't safe. So I would say that you're just free to dispose of it however you want. Like, oh, all right, well, that's super helpful. Thanks.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. What are you supposed to work with that? I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, all right, I'm asking for your advice. You're the advice guy right now.
Yeah.
Like, give me something here, a little smidge or something.
yeah, you guys are supposed to be the ones that are worried about protecting all of this. And here I am. I'm the one taking the initiative to make the phone calls and everything and try to figure out if we've got a problem in the
Yeah.
area or whatever. And you guys just don't even care.
Well, I mean, you
Like-
go on Facebook or social media anywhere, and like that's what you're seeing is like EHD hitting
Mhm.
everywhere.
Yeah.
West Virginia, I mean, Pennsylvania, Southern Ohio. Like it was madness this year, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. That dry spell just went through everywhere like wildfire. I mean,
Yeah.
Ohio
Not
got
good.
absolutely destroyed with it. Like,
Well,
we're not
EHD
far.
doesn't make them any money.
No.
That's the problem. CWD makes them all the money in the world, all these government funding and federal funding, and they can get everything for CWD.
Yeah,
But EHD, nah.
I think
it's
I
just
think
a
the
midge.
CWD
That deer looks too unhealthy to be CWD.
Yeah.
You go ahead and do whatever you want with them. Like, what are we talking about here?
I agree that like the CWD can be a problem and everything.
Sure, it could
but,
be in
like,
another
at the same
state.
time, I think it's a total joke.
Yeah.
Like, they dump all this money into it. I still have yet to hear of anybody that has seen deer that are like really bad.
Show me
with
one
CWD.
case.
Like, yeah.
One case that was directly related death to CWD.
Yeah.
You can't.
You
No.
look at places like Wisconsin, though. It's this hot zone of CWD,
Mhm.
and guys are killing deer, and they're getting them tested. It's a perfectly healthy deer, and
Perfectly
they're
healthy.
coming back hot for CWD. It's like,
Yeah.
now these guys are like, do I eat this deer?
Yeah.
But it looks like a perfectly healthy deer. I mean, what's
Yeah.
wrong with it?
Yeah, just don't eat.
Well, no.
basically,
Then
don't
you
eat
have
the
EHD, and
brains
you
or
have these
the-
ones that are standing in the middle of roads and like
Yeah.
all
Well,
emaciated and everything else,
Yeah.
acting crazy. That's what I'm concerned about.
yeah, and if the deer looks totally healthy, why would you ever have it tested then too?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, how many deer have we eaten that had CWD?
Right.
And we
Yeah.
never knew because we didn't test them. Like, is it
Mhm.
really that much of an issue?
I mean, CWD's
not.
in Pennsylvania. Look
Yeah.
at
It is.
look at the map; it's everywhere.
It's
oh,
everywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm right beside 3 different CWD zones.
Yeah,
The
Like,
CWD zones is the biggest joke that I've ever. Like, you're now going to be allowed to bait and do other things in the sea, or not.
Mhm.
I
bait.
think they've tabled that.
Yeah, well, they've tried.
Yeah.
That might still happen down the road.
It could.
But like, there's all these, you can bait, you can do this, whatever. But even like the other additional regulations with CWD zones, like, dude, you're not stopping the spread of CWD.
No.
You're never going to stop it. It's going to happen. It's always going to be around. It's going to be something that we're just going to have to live with within every deer because that's how it's going to work. They've tried everything possible. They've went out and wiped out all these perfectly healthy deer because they were in a CWD zone.
Yep.
And then they test them and it's like a 10% of them actually had CWD. So you killed 150 deer and, 15 had CWD, if that, maybe less.
Well, and I still don't know that they've ever really proven that it's actually transmissible, have they?
No, and they haven't proven that there's been a single case that's actually been the reason why a deer has died. Now, I can understand in our elk herd that would be a huge issue.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, because typically, 5 to 6 years is when it will so-called kill the deer.
Mm-hmm.
The average age of a deer in Pennsylvania is like 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah, they don't reach that age
we
very often
have a
for it
rifle
to matter
season.
anyway. Yeah.
You know, we're going to kill deer. Deer are going to die before they hit that fight. And if they do, you know, again, hasn't happened. You know, last year, it really pissed me off because Ohio, like you had mentioned, was going through the worst case of EHD in history. Mm-hmm. And what does the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, or whatever the hell they're called, post about? We're having CWD classes where people can learn about CWD and the effects on the wild. And I commented on there, do you mean to tell me amidst the biggest outbreak of EHD and the biggest detriment to your deer population that's ever happened in the history of Ohio as a state, you're going to post something about CWD? Are you fucking that out of tune and that stupid? And man, the hate that came. Oh, CWDs are really, I got deer dying all over my property from CWD. No, you don't.
No, you got deer dying all over your property from EHD.
Correct.
Yeah.
You do not have deer dying all over your property from CWD, you moron. That's EHD. That's what's actually killing deer, and nobody cares.
No. Well, like, I talked to guys that hunted Ohio and everything, and like they were seeing no deer in the southern end of Ohio. Like, it hit so bad that it pretty much completely wiped out the deer population.
Yeah.
Like,
That's insane.
Yeah, that's
a problem.
little more important to me than CWD. Like,
Yeah. You think? Like you're supposed to be protecting the natural resource. So how do they protect the natural resource? They ignore EHD, they raise the cost of their licenses, and then they reduce the amount of does you can kill. So now they've actually bumped that back up to where you can shoot your normal amount of does, where it used to be one doe on public in the whole state. Mm-hmm. And now they've been overrun with this doe population. And then, let's make all these changes to regulations. And then boom, the worst case of EHD wipes out almost, if not more than a third of their entire herd.
Yeah.
That's a big number.
That's a big number.
I don't know if you guys have ever hunted southern Ohio.
I have.
There's a lot of deer in southern Ohio.
Yeah.
A third of them is a lot of deer
pile
dead.
of deer.
A lot. Yeah. It's crazy. So I'm probably never going to go back to Ohio for at least 10 years.
I don't know. Everybody always says like that 5-year window after this EHD outbreaks and everything, maybe hit it in 5 years.
Big resurgence back. Yeah.
Well, that is possible because it takes at least that long, right, to get to maturity. But I will tell you, the spot we used to hunt in Illinois has never been the same since 2012, 2014
I believe
EHD.
it.
And that was the year I was out there. And we saw some nice deer that year.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never been the same. Never. They just never got back to the numbers they used to get, like big deer. Big mature deer. So I don't know. It's give or take. But I mean, at some point you got to think, like all nature, eventually enough deer are going to have it, survive it, pass it on, generation
Hopefully
after
they would
generation, evolve
into
to
that
a point
at some
where
point.
Kind of get like a
further
hard
down the road.
reset, basically.
Yeah.
or just evolve to a point where they have an immunity to it because it's already in them.
But they've shown that some deer can make it through. I mean, if they
Absolutely.
get cooled down, I mean, they're good. But
Yeah.
what does that do to the deer too?
Oh, it's it's big time.
Yeah.
I mean, look what it potentially did to the deer that you shot in a matter of
less
than. And now you got luck. I mean, that deer got lucky. A lot of times it's within 3 days they're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I mean, for him to lose that much body mass in less than a month, I mean, it was literally 27 days. It was September 2nd. I had the first picture. He's totally healthy. September 29th, he looks like he's on death's door.
Yeah, you
And
showed us the
like-
pictures. It was crazy.
Yeah. And I shot him the next week, obviously, because
Right.
it would have been October 7th that I killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And the worst part is you don't know when he got sick.
yeah.
You have no idea. It could have been 2
He could
days
have only
before
been a
that
week
picture.
into that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I've heard there's also a second phase where they only last maybe 2 weeks and then die. So you may have gotten him into that.
I
that
may have
2
killed
week
him in the
phase.
last week that he was going to be alive anyway.
Yeah, honestly.
I may have walked in there the next day and found him laying dead in that field.
Yep.
Absolutely. Or in that creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame.
That
But
is a shame.
good for you. I mean,
Yeah.
you when you look at a deer in that kind of condition, you got to think like, man, I really did this animal a justice,
Yep.
like a big time favor. because that sucks. You know,
Yeah.
the 3-legged deer I shot with Austin that time, that poor deer.
Oh,
dude,
that thing's leg was swinging, man.
And it was literally just laying there feeding off its own body the back straps on that thing were this thin when I cut it open. I never ended up eating any of that deer either. She was laying in her own urine for who knows how long.
Oh, that was the worst smelling deer,
dude,
man.
was the worst. But like, you know, it was something that it needed done. She was going to die and suffer. You know, it sucks.
Died in the creepiest spot too.
Right?
Dude, I get down to Chuck. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
I get down to Chuck and he's like, oh, here it is. And I was like, oh, man, that's in rough shape. And I look over and there's like this doll head with moss growing out of it and like all
like
this
one
other...
eyeball.
Dude, it was freaky, man.
A little bit of a sacrifice there or something.
I was like, yeah, let's get this deer out of here and maybe just go home.
Never come back.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Good old public land in PA, man.
You never know what you're going to find.
Right? Crazy. The amount of people that dump garbage on public land, too, like, it just sickens me. And it doesn't just happen here. It happens everywhere.
Yeah.
That irritates the crap out of me. And it's not even just public. I had a property that I've had permission to hunt my entire life. I just cleaned a couple of years ago because somebody went in and literally, like, there's a 4-wheeler trail that goes through it. They went back that and just dumped all their garbage and everything down over the side of this bank. That there's, like, used baby diapers and everything, magazines, just everything you can think of just scattered through the woods. And I'm like, just throw it in a damn dumpster.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? You can get a dumpster bag for, like, next to nothing.
Yeah.
And do it that way. Or, I mean, like our township has the cleanup every spring. It's actually happening like this upcoming weekend. You could pull all your stuff there. They'll unload it for you, throw it away for you. Like, that stuff happens all over the place. I'd rather you go and break into someone's freaking dumpster and dump all your shit in someone else's dumpster.
That's what I was just going to
than
say.
dump
like,
it out on the land
knock on
somewhere.
my door
Right?
and ask me if you can use my dumpster.
Like, hey, man, you got a
and
dumpster.
dump
I
the
got some
shit
garbage.
in my dumpster before you just throw it through the woods.
It's going to end up in there anyway when I pick it up.
Yeah. I don't know what, like, I don't know if there's dump sites around here or nothing, but I know other sites.
There definitely used to be. There were some places I used to go when I was trapping
Landfills.
real hard, and it was just, they dumped everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Such a shame. I hate that stuff. But speaking of mangy, nasty animals, so you got your buck in archery season, and the next on the list would have to be your bear.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this year's bear.
So going into the year, like I said, I had all of those pictures of bears, saw a bunch of them throughout archery season. Really, honestly, like, if you would have asked me at the beginning of archery season if I was going to kill a bear this year, I would have said absolutely, and it's going to be with my bow.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was going to happen, as many as we were seeing. Archery season comes and goes. Nothing as soon as the bear archery comes in. So
were you out actually intentionally hunting bear with a bow, or were you still in like
I was hunting in the stand where we had seen the bears before.
But you're still deer
I was
hunting?
Still, I mean, I killed does in that time too. But,
right.
But if a bear came in, I wasn't going to pass up the opportunity. Yeah. So the archery season comes and goes. Obviously, bear season come in after I had to leave. So I leave, it was like November 8th or 9th. I leave for work, end up getting injured, tear my ACL. So I get sent home. I get home, and then I'm sitting there. I'm like, well, I really have nothing to do because I'm sitting at home, off work, can't go back. So I decide I'm going to keep trying to hunt more. Bear season's coming up. It was getting toward the end of archery season. Bear season's rolling in. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bear hunt. So we're going to figure this out one way or another. So I had an ace wrap and everything. I wrapped the crap out of it to the point that, like, I could not bend my leg. So I'm like peg legging it into the woods.
Yeah.
I decided it would be in my best interest to not try to hunt with a group on a torn ACL.
Is this pre or post surgery?
Pre-surgery.
Okay.
I just had my surgery here in February. I'm 15 weeks post-op at this point.
Okay.
So I decided I'm just going to sit in the rifle stands that we've got on the property. I knew that there were bears there. Maybe I'll get lucky. One of the neighbors will push something into it or whatever, or something will just pop in there.
Yeah.
Thinking that it's safe. So I go out Saturday, sitting there with my wife on Saturday, and don't see any bears. See a pile of deer, and we see the biggest deer that we've ever had on the property across a pond sparring with another buck. First time I've laid eyes on him in person and everything, and seen him on the hoof. So that was cool. I mean, we're looking at him across this pond, and I'm like, yeah, that's absolutely this deer. We named him Slim Shady because every time that we got a picture of him, we were like, oh, guess who's back?
I like that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And we see him, and I'm like, oh, like that's absolutely him. Like, no doubt about it. That's which deer that is. And I'm like, I'm looking at my wife, and I'm like, this is probably the biggest deer in Pennsylvania that either of us will ever see in our lives. Like, I want you to take that in and know that. Like, we're looking at probably the biggest deer that either of us will ever see here in this state. And we watched him for a good 10 or 15 minutes. He works his way off. The evening rolls through. Don't see anything. Leave for the night. I go back Sunday. Hunted all day Sunday morning. I got there in the morning, sat in the stand all day long. And it's getting into the afternoon, sun's starting to go down, and it's just at that point where like everything gets really bright because the sun's just low enough and it's just everything's glaring. And I'm on the phone with my grandpa, and I'm talking to him like, yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. I've seen a couple of deer and everything, but no bears or anything yet, just kind of chit-chatting. All of a sudden I look over and I go, oh shit, hold that thought, there's a bear in the field. And I just set my phone down. Don't hang up or anything, just set the phone down. Open the window, and I look out, I'm like, man, that is the ugliest bear I have ever seen in my life. I'm like, why is it gray? I'm like, what the hell? I'm looking, I'm like, did it like just get hit by a car and slide down the road that it's just dirty? Or like, what the hell? I get the gun up on this thing and I'm looking and I'm like, it looks like a chupacabra. I'm like, what is wrong with this? And I'm like, it turns and I'm like, that bear has no hair on it. I'm like, absolutely none.
Man, bear, pig.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm like, so that
Cole's up there going, guys, I'm super serial.
Super cereal, guys.
Super serial, guys. There's a bear in the field, and he's gray.
Well, I mean, it turns out, and then I'm like, oh no, he's coming right for us. So I get the gun on this thing and I shoot it, drop it right there in its tracks, rack another one in, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, that happened quick. I'm like, I literally just look over and this bear's just in the field. Like, didn't see it walk out. Like, I just look over and it's there. So this thing hits the ground. I reload the gun and I'm kind of chuckling. I start talking to my grandpa again. Then I look back and this bear is sitting up in the middle of the field. Keep in mind, I shot it with a 300 Win Mag. So like, it just ate around from a 300.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It sits up in the middle of the field and has its back paw in its mouth and is like just aggressively chomping on its paw. And I'm like, what is this thing doing? Well, it starts like rolling through the field down into like toward this brush that is on the lower side, and it gets like super thick that you can barely walk through it. Like, you're on your hands and knees in this stuff. I'm like, well, I do not want it to get into that because I will never get the thing out.
Yeah.
Well, it stops and it sits straight up. It's just sitting up with its foot in its mouth. And I'm like, what the heck? Put the crosshairs on its chest, squeeze another one off, and just flatten this thing. And I'm like, I'm just shaking my head. I'm in disbelief at this point that this bear has now eaten 2 300 Win Mag rounds.
And its foot.
And its foot.
I can just picture the hyena from The Lion King.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, what is going on with this? It's like, I go out to this thing. When I get out to it, it died and still has its foot in its mouth.
Like, you need to get it mounted that way.
Yeah, and like, it took me 10 minutes to get the thing's foot out of its mouth because it had bit so hard into its foot that its teeth were literally punched through it. Wow. Like, I had to open its jaws to get its foot out of its mouth.
See, a lot of people talk about putting a stick in their mouth after you shoot them. Problem solved.
Stick their foot in
Just put their foot in their mouth.
Well, I did the stick and everything too because the biologist at the check station likes to see the teeth and everything and make sure that it's got a clean dental check, I guess. But this bear, it was just nasty. Like, you just looked at it and got chills. And and it stunk. It smelled so bad. And like, bears don't smell like a bed of roses to begin with.
Yeah.
But this thing just reeked. Like, it smelled like rotting flesh. And like, its ears, when I tried to tag it, I almost broke the blade on my Havilon knife because the mites that are in the mange, that make the mange, make their skin like leather. And it gets like all scabbed up that it's just like super tough, like calloused skin. And this whole bear was like that. So like, I couldn't hardly cut through the thing's ear to get a tag on it.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, it was nasty. I didn't touch it without gloves. And then like, I get it to the check station and they're all telling me, they're like, yeah, this is the worst case of mange we've ever seen in a bear. And I'm like, oh, well, that's reassuring. Like, that's good. Glad that I took him out. They're like, oh yeah, like there's no way that this thing would have survived either way. Like it never would have made it through the winter. Like this bad and this far along, it would have killed it. And they were like, what do you want to do with it? I was like, well, I've got dogs at home. I'm not taking it with me. They're like, all right, well, we'll dispose of it and run tests and everything on it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just keep it then. And I was like, fine by me, whatever. So I get out of the check station that night. And it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock. So then I'm running to the car wash.
Hold on a second. How'd you get the bear there? You have a torn ACL.
Yeah, I had to call. So luckily,
wait a second.
I was
We're
on the
talking
phone
about
with-
a bear here.
So I was on the phone with my grandpa.
Yeah.
So I told him, I was like, I'm going to need a little bit of help with this thing. So can you run down and help me? He's like, yeah, I'll come down. He brings the side-by-side and everything down to help me try to load it up. And we try to load this thing. And it was actually smaller than the first bear. I think it was 132 pounds field dressed. And like I said, like bears are so squishy. Well, when they have no hair, they're even harder to grab. So it's just like sliding out of your hands.
Oh,
it's like we're trying to pick it up and like can't hardly lift this thing. So I called one of our neighbors and had him come over and he helped us load the thing into the side-by-side. And then
What
I
did
could
both
just
of these guys
slide
think of
it.
this thing?
Oh, they were both just like, this is insane. Like,
Yeah, disgusting.
yeah, and the neighbor that came and helped us, he actually had pictures of this thing from a couple of weeks before that he had seen it out by his house. And he's telling me, he's like, it's probably a good thing that you shot this bear. He's like, it was kind of a nuisance. It's like, well, what do you mean? It's like, oh, well, so-and-so right down the road here, they just sent me a video from their ring bell the other night. It was on their front porch.
Can you imagine hearing a like a noise on your front porch at night and you flip the light on and that thing's freaking standing
You got a chupacabra standing on your front porch.
That's what nightmares are made of there, buddy.
It's like,
Oh.
even walking up on this thing, like I knew it was dead, and I'm like, I don't want to touch it.
I
Yeah, I
know.
feel like
I
this
wanna
thing's
go
gonna
near.
come back like a zombie and try to eat me.
You got to get his foot out of his
yeah.
mouth.
Like I don't want to touch this thing, let alone try to make sure that he's dead.
Oh, man.
Damn. So 2025, the sympathy season for
Yeah.
The sympathy season.
Pretty much, it was wild, and that's everybody at the check station is just like gathered around this thing, and they're like, that is the craziest bear that we have ever seen.
Dude, there's some kind of goal on that property just sucking the life out of animals.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
what are
I
you going
don't-
to tell us about the turkey? Is
It's
it gonna
got
have
3
one-
legs.
Yeah.
Well,
Two heads?
I actually made the running joke. I was like, oh, like I killed the bear, and it kind of hit me that I'm like, oh crap, like I've got another chance to do another triple trophy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's pretty cool. And I was joking with my wife, and I was like, I'll just have to try to find a really sick turkey this year they can't see or something. I was like, it needs to have like avian pox so bad that it can't open its eyes. Like just walking into trees. I was like, I gotta find something that's just really messed up with a bird. I was like, or at this point, like I just have to shoot a bearded hen.
Yeah.
I was like,
gotta do
just
something
make
wild.
it weird.
Make
you know?
it weird, man.
And I had an opportunity to kill a bearded hen this year, but I did not because my morals tell me not to shoot hens.
Good for you.
So I did not do that, and it ended up working out for me in the long run. I ended up killing a long-beard. But yeah, it was our running joke that this was like the sickness season, basically.
Mhm.
That just everything. It was kind of hilarious that I'm killing all these sick animals and I tear my ACL at the same time. And I'm like, this is really a sick joke. You have to laugh about it. So going into turkey season this year, then I had my ACL surgery in February. And obviously the surgeon and everything, everybody are like, you have to take it easy. Like, no turkey hunting unless it's like flat ground. You can't re-tear this. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to be turkey hunting.
I'm gonna
Like,
go.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
they said that though, because the recovery time on an ACL is actually like way quicker than it ever used to be. It seems like
it's like 9 to 12 months.
still,
Yeah.
yeah. But like, I mean, February, May is our season. You got when in February? Early February,
February 16th.
So mid February. I mean, you got 2.5 months.
Yeah, and I mean, I had done so much physical therapy
Yeah.
from my first injury, and then coming back into the second one. I did physical therapy before the surgery and everything too, so I was super
Is
strong.
this your
going
second
into-
tear?
No, first ACL tear, second injury in that knee at work, third surgery on that knee since 2021.
Damn.
Wow.
So
That
yeah.
sucks.
You're going to be bionic soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, looking at a knee replacement at like 40.
You got
Great.
new legs the 10th time.
Yeah. I told them, I was like, listen, if you go in there and they're like, it's too bad, I was like, at this point, just cut it off. Like, just take it, man. It's like, I don't want it anymore. I'm tired of dealing with it.
Give me an exoskeleton.
Yeah. It's like, give me one of them cool robot legs.
Either that. Yeah, either that or they're just going to start taking shit out from everywhere else on your body to
Yeah.
keep replacing. You have no hamstring.
Yeah. So, I mean, they took a piece of my quad to fix this one, but
That's wild.
yeah, going into the turkey season, I had that. So I'm like, all right, well, how much am I really going to be able to do?
Mhm.
Because I was still at that point, like, I was starting to feel a little better. The swelling and stuff was starting to go down, but I was like, how much is it really going to handle me walking around on it?
Mhm.
So, ended up, I've got a brace and everything, wore a brace all turkey season, and hunted my butt off this year. I think I missed, up until I killed my bird, I think I missed probably 3 days of hunting.
Oh, wow.
And first morning, I was going through my normal routine preseason, trying to find birds and everything. Ended up losing access to a couple of properties and stuff that have always had turkeys, and just wasn't seeing birds on the other properties that I had permission on. I'm like, this season's going to go one of two ways. I'm either going to A, have the best season of my life,
Mhm.
or B, this is going to be an absolute grind.
Yeah.
I was like, there's just no in between. Any year that I have a problem like that, it's one of the two. And night before season, wife and I are out trying to roost birds that Friday night. Buddy calls me, says, hey, I'm on this game lands up here. I've got at least 3 that are roosted right here together. Do you guys want to join me in the morning? We're not hearing anything. And I'm like, hell yeah, we do.
I
Absolutely.
need new friends because any friend tells me that, I'm there.
Yeah. I'm like, absolutely we do. So we meet him. I mean, it was like an hour and 15-minute drive for us to get up there to where he was at. So we get up there super early. We get to the spot that he's at. Now, keep in mind, these birds are roosted literally 60 yards off the road.
Wow.
Like, they're right there. We get there an hour before daylight, like an hour before shooting light. And it was super foggy the first morning. Thank God. We sat in the truck a little bit so that we could see for me walking in so that I didn't end up falling walking in. We go walking in, get set up. As I'm putting the decoy out, this bird gobbles, and he's like 30 yards from me.
Oh.
Luckily, there's a tree between us that he can't see me. And I'm like, holy crap, like instant pucker moment. I'm like, he's right here. Throw the decoy down, get back, we get set up. And I didn't really call a whole lot to amount to anything while they were on the limb. I figured with as close as we are, I'll give them a couple little tree calls, but just not make a whole lot of noise. Let them kind of come down, and then I'll call to them.
Yeah.
What kind of decoy setup did you have in that scenario?
I literally threw out one hen.
Just a hen? Okay.
Yeah, just one hen. And because that was all I felt like carrying in there at that time, because I didn't know exactly how many birds were there or what we had in there. So I throw the one hen out, get tucked back in. Birds just start hammering. And I mean, there are birds all over the place. Like, one bird turns into 4 or 5 that are gobbling. And I'm like, this is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Every time I make a peep on a call, just hammering back to it. And I literally looked at my wife and I was like, if we don't kill a bird here, we need to quit turkey hunting.
Right.
I was like, if we don't kill one, I will be shocked. So I start calling, they fly down and come straight up over the hill to us. Well, 2 of them stop right in front of us that my wife and I can see them, but my buddy can't. He's sitting about 10 yards to our left. And I'm watching them and I'm like, it's just dark enough and foggy enough that I couldn't totally tell what they were. I knew that they were gobblers because they gobbled right in front of us, but I couldn't see beards or anything. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, it's still at that weird light where they look way further than they are.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, these birds are like 60 yards from us. Well, it turned out to be 30 and a half.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And I see the beard hanging off of one as it starts getting lighter. It's nice long beard. And I'm like, all right, well, there's a long beard. I'm like, they need to come closer. Well, all of a sudden, they just like start walking away from us. I'm like, what the heck? Well, all of a sudden, I hear like a hen, what sounds like a hen, down the hill from us. I'm like, all right. So I start calling. Every time I call, this other hen that I think is a hen starts getting louder. I'm like, come on. So I'm in a battle with this. All of a sudden, I hear gravel popping. Turn around, see a truck pulling down the road, and he stops right behind us. And I'm like, I'm thinking it's a game warden or something. I'm like, all right, like, we're going to end up getting checked, whatever. I know that we're off the road far enough. We're not on private property. Fine, whatever. All of a sudden, this guy gets out, and like the birds have now come back up. They're like 45 yards probably out in front of us. This guy like starts walking into the woods behind us. I'm like, buddy, you can see the turkeys in front of me, and you can probably see me sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that you hear me calling and everything. Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
I'm here. Well, he stops and like turns around and walks back. I'm like, all right, good. He figured it out. Like, he's going to leave. Well, he doesn't. He comes right back in like 5 or 10 minutes later, starts walking down. One of the birds starts putting, runs down over the hill. So I get like super aggressive on a call. Then I'm like, I got to make something happen here. Start screaming on this call. And I can't see them, but I know roughly where they're at. And I basically just say out loud to my buddy, I'm like, if you have a shot at one, shoot one. Well, as soon as I say that, he cracks one off at one of these birds, and I see turkeys flying as soon as he shoots, and I'm like, well, that can't be good.
Mm-hmm.
He gets up, takes off, running down through the woods, and I'm like, did you get him? And he goes, I think so.
That's what you want to hear.
I'm like, oh boy. So I stand up, and I'm cussing this guy up one side and down the other under my breath, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, you know that there are hunters sitting right here. You see the turkeys, and you're still gonna try to walk in on us.
Yeah.
I'm like, that. Why? Like, I get that it's public land, but come on, man.
Yeah.
Where were you guys parked at?
Literally right behind where we were sitting.
No shit.
Like, he parked 10 yards from our truck.
Wow.
What a moron.
Like, he saw our truck and stopped.
Yeah. Thinking you were on his land.
I don't
Potentially.
even know.
Okay.
I don't even know. So my buddy shoots, goes running down through the woods. So I'm sitting there picking my calls and stuff up, putting them back in my vest, getting everything zipped up. And I'm talking to my wife about this. And I'm like, like, what an idiot. Like, what the hell was this guy thinking? Well, I turn around and he's walking down towards us. And he comes walking over. He's like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, good. I'm like, we're not on the private, right? I was like, the line's like this clearing over here to our right, like 50 or 60 yards away. He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, I'm the owner of the private land. He's like, I don't care if you guys were on it anyway. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, basically, like, thanks for walking in on us and ruining our hunt almost.
Was this guy in camo? He had a gun?
Oh, yeah, he was hunting.
He was hunting.
He was hunting. He was calling, walking in behind me.
That's
No
what I was
shit.
wondering. I was like, is
He
this
was
guy just
calling,
like hanging
walking
out?
in
Or?
behind me.
Huh.
Wow.
So I'm talking to this guy, and he just, like, sees nothing wrong with what he has just done here.
Has no clue.
Like, and then, like, we're standing there talking. He's like, well, did your buddy get that bird? And I was like, I don't kerbam. And I'm like, yeah, I'd say that he just got him. Literally mid-sentence, we hear another shot. I'm like, yeah, I'd say that he found him and ended up finishing him off there. And he's like, all right, well, that's good that he had gotten one and everything. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, he stops. He's like, well, holy hell. He's like, how many of you guys are there? I was like, what do you mean? I was like, there's 3 of us. He's like, well, who the hell are the other 2 guys down there? I was like, what do you mean the other 2 guys? I looked down and there's 2 other guys not associated with either party down at my buddy. I'm like, I don't know. Let's walk down and find out. We go down to find out that these other 2 guys were the so-called hen that I thought I was hearing, that they had walked in through the private to get onto the public to circle around us. And they try to tell us, they're like, oh, yeah, well, you guys passed us whenever you come down in this morning. I'm like, where? They're like, well, we were parked up here at the top of the hill. I was like, no, you weren't, because we've literally been here since an hour before daylight.
Yeah, that wasn't you. It was someone
Like,
else,
There
clearly.
was nobody here when we come in. Oh, yeah, you guys come in on us. I'm like, if you want to think that, whatever, but we didn't. Fine. I'm not
It's
going
not
to
even
sit
worth
here.
arguing.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with a guy with a crossbow. Like,
Oh.
like, all right. So they're like,
He was crossbow hunting for turkeys.
oh, yeah, no blind, nothing, sitting on the ground with a crossbow.
That is
And if he would have
wild.
shot one of these birds, his bolt would have gone through the bird
That's-
and down over a ridge,
That's scary.
just into the abyss on this game lands,
or into one of you.
toward a walking trail.
Oh,
There's a walking trail at the bottom of this hill. So I'm like,
this is all just way too
Oh, yeah.
unsafe and sketchy at this
and
point.
I'm like, I literally, like, I look at my wife and I look at my buddy and I'm like, what just happened? I'm like, you mean to tell me we got set up on these birds and had not one group of guys, but 2 group of guys walk in on us. I then called the birds back off of one of the groups with the other guy walking in, and we still managed to kill one.
Absurd.
To make it even better, the bird that my buddy had shot, he barely clipped this thing. It took off flying and flew face first into a tree,
Oh,
fell down and tried to get under a deadfall, and he shot the thing under the deadfall to finish it off.
dude.
No shit.
So ends up getting this bird, first longbeard ever for him.
Yeah.
So I'm ecstatic. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, I don't care that I didn't shoot him. Like,
Right.
this is sweet. Little did I know that would be the peak of the season pretty much until I killed my bird again, because literally no luck after that. My wife and I kept hunting that day, got a couple of birds fired up on a different game lands in the snow. That was cool. First time I ever hunted in the snow for turkeys.
That was a wild day.
It was
That first day sucked.
I loved it. I thought it was cool.
Weather-wise, it sucked. No, I had a fantastic hunt.
Yeah.
Dude, we had birds fired up everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But then, like, that weather was
It was
brutal.
It was brutal.
I remember I thought I was losing a finger at one point.
Yeah. Oh, it got cold quick.
That wind picked up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was frigid, but
Yeah.
it was like I was like a kid in a candy store, because I was like, oh man, like I've seen this on hunting shows. Like I always wanted to hunt turkeys in the snow. Like this is sweet.
I shot one in the snow years and years ago.
I
It
was
really
love
cool.
to.
Yeah, really
But,
cool.
The rest of the season, it wasn't even, I can't even say that it was a bad year. Like, I heard gobbles every morning. Like, every day that I was out, heard gobbles. Every day I was out, I saw turkeys. And pretty much gobblers almost every day, except a handful I saw 1 or 2 hens.
Yeah. Now, where you're at, are you hunting a lot of fields, a lot of ag?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much all of the private that I have access to is a lot of farm fields. Where I killed my bird, I was actually sitting in a cow pasture.
Oh, I love
yeah.
pastures.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to hunt all the time.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And that was a new piece that I'd gotten this year that literally had my dad send a text to the one guy and was like, hey, does anybody hunt it? Like, would I be able to get on it? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm the one that always handles that and everything. Just double check with my dad, and got a hold of him. He's like, yeah, sure, go for it.
Nice.
Sweet. I go in there. We went in the second Saturday of turkey season, my wife and I, just mid-morning, had a bust of a first beginning part of the morning, went in there like 9 o'clock, and we get out of the truck, we park, get out of the truck, I turn around, and there's a turkey like 45, 50 yards behind the truck. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, it didn't even spook. Pull the binoculars up, I'm like, oh, it's got a long beard on it. Then I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's a bearded hen. That we just watched this bearded hen just dumbing around. I'm like, all right, I'm like, that's kind of cool. I'm like, I'm not going to shoot her, though. Start walking up over the hill to where we were planning on setting up after she works off, and spook a freaking longbeard as soon as we crest the hill, like 40 yards. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm like, all right. So we set up, try to kind of work around him and call and everything. End up kind of pushing him around this little hilltop a little bit. Can't get on him. Come back. That bearded hen has come back and is walking right past my truck and goes and like beds down in the field that I think that she had a nest in the field.
Oh, probably, yeah.
And I'm watching, I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. I'm like, all right, well, we'll just leave her alone. Leave for the day. From that point on, I hunted that whole second week, hunting the same group of birds. There were 2 longbeards and like 6 hens. Saw them every single day that I hunted, heard them gobbling, just cat and mouse all week. I spooked them 4 times in 6 days.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's a tough group to hunt.
Yeah, just every day. Like,
Yeah.
and it was just stupid stuff. Like the one day I was working up, I saw both of these birds go in to the woods here. They had like crossed the road, and the one longbeard split off from the rest of the group and went out solo. And he kind of went up onto this hilltop onto a different section of property. And the other one that was the strutter ended up staying with the hens down in this other section. When I get over there, the group with the hens had kind of moved off back into the woods and kind of spooked a little bit and went out away. So I tried to circle around, call this other one back out into the field. I just get to the crest of the hill where I'm getting ready to sit down and start calling, and I bump a doe, and she runs right past him, and he takes off. And I'm like, literally, you've got to be kidding me. I'm like, a deer just spooked the turkey.
Happens a
I'm
lot.
like,
It does,
come on.
too.
I hate deer during turkeys.
So
Hate them.
I'm
Gotta
like,
kill him.
Yeah, you gotta kill more deer. Damn it.
Kill him for deer.
Well, and I have some cool experiences with deer in turkey season too. Like I had a doe
yeah.
almost smell my boot this year. In turkey season, I was sitting in a autumn olive bush. She walked like right up to me, like 2 yards from me.
Mhm.
I could literally hear her breathing. Like stuff like that's cool. But then you've got them that they spook the gobblers that you're trying to kill. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'd really love
Or
to
they're
see you in
hammering,
archery
and then
season.
all of a sudden you hear,
Yep.
and I'm like, and then no more gobbles, no more turkeys.
Yep.
It's like, thanks a lot, deer.
Oh,
Makes you
yeah.
just
There's
really
been
beat
times
yourself
like
in the
you-
head with your shotgun. Like,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
There's been times out in West Virginia, you're like trying to make a play on birds going real nice and easy, and then 20 deer get up.
Yeah.
Blow out of the bottom because they're all bedded in the bottom.
I'm
Never
so
fails.
sneaky.
Yeah.
Never fails.
Yep.
But hunted this group of birds for a week straight. I had one day that I didn't hunt this group of birds in this week.
They were probably wondering where you were.
Probably. And
Where's that hen?
I mean, getting out in the mornings before I'd go to physical therapy and everything, that it's like, I've got physical therapy at 10 o'clock. And I'm like, all right, I'm going hunting.
Yeah.
Like, I got a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I go out this Friday, and I figured the only way that I'm going to kill these birds is if I set up where they want to go. So Thursday morning, when I was sitting there, I had watched them go to this one spot, and they strutted there for about a half an hour. And I'm like, that's where I'm going to go in the morning. I'm going to take the ground blind. I'm sitting right in the middle of the damn field.
Yep.
And something's going to happen. Get in there, get the ground blind set up, get 2 hen decoys put out in front of me. Just get into the ground blind, and not 5 minutes after I sit down on the ground blind, the birds start gobbling. I'm like, well, that was quick.
Yeah.
And they're like roosted right there. And I decided I wasn't going to call since I wasn't anywhere that had trees. I was like, I'm not going to call till I see them come down.
Right.
So I watched them. I'm just listening to them gobble. Both gobblers. The one that I killed gobbled like 1 or 2 times. The other one's just hammering back in the woods nonstop. Well, I look up, and all of a sudden I see a bird come flying down out of the trees, and he flies across the road and lands in the field that I'm in. And then another one, and another one, and another one. There's like 5 or 6 birds here in this field. And I'm looking, I'm like, well, it looks like a group of hen. There's one at the back, and I'm like, that one looks different. Like, it looks like it's got to be a gobbler. It's still dark enough, and I'm trying to look through the mesh of the blind. I've got one of those double bull surround views.
The see-through.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
like looking through the mesh, and I'm like, I think that's a gobbler. Well, it's not until he starts working a little bit that I see he's got a beard and everything, and I'm like, all right, that is one of the long beards. Sweet. Well, they start working the crest of this ridge out in front of me at like 120, 130 yards. Just not moving any closer. And I'm like, I'm sitting there like, you've got to be kidding me.
That's how it works, man.
The one morning that I'm sitting here and you're telling me this is going to be the one time these turkeys decide that for whatever reason they want to go through the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Like, why? I'm like, where are they even going to go? I'm like, they're walking towards the landowner's house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Bird
what are-
feeder, dude.
Yeah,
bird
I'm like,
feeder.
what are we doing? So all of a sudden, I see the lead hen. She stays just down over the crest of this ridge from me and starts kind of working like down, just following the finger of this ridge down around. Well, she gets down probably 80 yards from me and just instantly spots my decoys. And she starts yelping at them and stuff. So I just start mimicking.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
start giving it right back to her.
Piss her off,
Yeah.
man.
She comes like running into this decoy, goes into like full strut and starts posturing up to this thing. Tail is just like spinning sideways up to it. Gets right in the eye of this thing, just purring and clucking at it and just going nuts. And I'm like, all right, well, this is kind of cool. You know, like she's at 12 yards doing this. Like, this is sweet. You don't get to see this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I look back and I see that the longbeard that was with him has started kind of moving down the hill towards me with 2 more hens. I'm like, all right, well, this could get interesting here. We'll see what happens. Well, Longbeard stays just at the crest of that ridge, and his head's like real dull red. I can tell just by looking at him, he's not excited. He's not strutting. The other bird is now in the field at this point, and he's strutting and doing all of the showing.
Yeah, you got the looker.
Yeah. And he's just kind of feeding along, and all of a sudden, these other 2 hens spot the decoy, and they come charging in. Well, as soon as I saw them, I knew that I was going to be in for a show, because the one had so many feathers just broken and sticking out of her that it literally looked like a porcupine running down through the field, that I could tell she was a scrapper. She comes running in, and these 2 hens, same thing. They both start posturing up. Both of them start purring, and they just start taking turns flogging the decoy. Well, as soon as the first bird flogs a decoy, I start laughing, because the bird that is strutting up in the field shock gobbles at the sound of her body hitting this rubber decoy. So I'm just sitting there, I'm giggling. It's a good thing I had a ground blind, because they would have seen me moving for sure. Well, as soon as they start beating this decoy up, that gobbler that was the lookout, basically, I just happened to glance over at him, and instantly he snaps his head up, and I see his head just instantly turn bright red, white, and blue. And I'm like, oh, that could be interesting. And just turns on a dime, and he comes charging into this. These 2 hens work over to the other decoy and are starting to kind of give it the business a little bit. Well, he's charging in and comes right to the decoy that they were just at. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to sit here and let one longbeard walk just because I want to shoot the one that's strutting.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to pass a longbeard for a longbeard. That's just stupid.
No.
I was like, he's at 13 yards. So I click the safety off the gun, and I've got it like sitting down on my lap. And I'm like, he's either going to see me lifting this gun, or he's just going to be totally just oblivious to everything going on. So I just slowly start lifting it up, never even know.
Mm-hmm.
I get the gun up, and I'm like, yeah, buddy, you're done. He stops, hammer him right there, 13 yards, and he flops back through, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding. Click the safety back in the gun. So I'm just shaking at this point like crazy. Like, I'm tore up. And I call my wife. She's pretty much always my first phone call now. I call her, and I'm telling her, and I look up. The 2 hens that were beating the decoy up are still at 25 yards. Like, the gunshot never spooked them. I look up, and the other gobbler's still in the field, too. And I tell my wife, I'm like, if you were here with me, I could probably call that bird into.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've never had them that they're just that
Chilling.
just chilling. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, like they just didn't even care that I just blew the head off of their buddy. Like, yeah, you're like, oh, what's Fred doing over there? He's fine.
Dead asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even whenever they ended up moving off, like, it wasn't until the bird that I shot stopped flopping that they're like, oh, maybe he's not just sleeping. Maybe he's taking a forever nap.
Hmm.
And, like, none of them putted, nothing. They just turned and just trotted back across the road.
Normal day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool.
Guess he's not coming with us today.
Yeah. But,
That's cool.
yeah, it was cool. It wasn't until after the fact I figured out it's 10th gobbler that I've killed
Nice.
in my life. So
What was wrong with him?
nothing. He was totally
Damn.
fine. Actually, believe it or not, like the most perfect looking bird I've ever killed in my life.
Yeah.
His fan, flawless. Like, not a feather out of place on it. Spurs were totally fine. Beard, totally fine. No beard rot, nothing. Just,
You should have shot that hen with all the messed up feathers.
yeah. I mean, hey, if she would have been the bearded hen, all bets might have been off. I had an opportunity to kill that bearded hen at one point throughout that week. It was on Thursday. I could have killed it. And I passed the opportunity on. I was like, I'm not going to shoot the hen.
Yeah.
And then Friday morning, I ended up killing the longbeard.
With CWD.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
What date was that then? Was that the second weekend Friday?
That would have been, it was when you could hunt all day.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
it would have
yeah.
been the third
So-
week of season.
Yeah, that
oh, so you were
changeover.
Yeah.
you were all the way into
Oh,
the
yeah, it
third
was
week.
late.
Wow.
Yeah, because I hunted those birds from the second Saturday. I hunted the whole second week for them and did not kill them, and then killed that bird the following Friday.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Wow.
You were
Yeah,
getting
you were
after
there.
it, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like the 22nd or 23rd, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
20
I can tell you here.
22nd, I bet
It
you.
was the 22nd.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unreal, dude.
Yeah, it took me all season to do it, but
It's a good story, too, though. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
Yeah.
that's
Those
worth the
third
wait.
weeks, dude, the third week hunts, dude, they're good.
oh yeah, and like I said, like I was seeing birds every day. Like I was in
Yeah.
turkeys.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter if I was on private or game lands. Like I
Mhm.
was getting birds to gobble, I was seeing birds, I was on them. I just could not get them to come into a call.
Yeah.
It keeps you going back,
Like,
though. I mean, there's
yeah.
nothing more discouraging than turkey
Oh.
hunting and not
Oh,
hearing
yeah.
anything or seeing anything. Like,
That's-
doesn't make you want to go out.
That's
Yeah.
zero fun.
yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely brutal whenever it's just dead quiet.
Hunting for ticks.
Yeah. Well, like you get to a point too, like if you hunt the same property so long, like I was getting to a point I was like, I have to go somewhere different.
Yeah.
I have to get a change of scenery.
You get into like a rhythm doing that too. You're like, oh, I'm going to hit this spot and this
Yep.
spot. And you go in like a circuit.
Yeah.
And it's just, there's nothing fun about that either.
No. Well, and like for me, like I don't know, like having the triple trophy in the back of my mind, like for me, both of them, it's always been there. Like when I know I have a chance to do it, it's there.
Yeah.
And like this year, like I jokingly said to my wife, I was like, I've got a double whammy against. We've been together for 5 years, and I have never killed a bird in back-to-back years since we've been together. I killed one last year.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've got to break that streak of killing one every other year.
Or else
Plus-
she's got to go.
Yeah,
It's one or the other.
Yeah.
At this point.
But we went to Michigan for our honeymoon turkey hunting, and we
Nice.
doubled up in Michigan last year. So like, you
That's
can't
hard to
really
beat.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
hard to
I've got a wife that lets me hunt. I just have to take her with me. So
There's
I mean,
nothing
it's
wrong
not-
with that.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
okay.
that bad.
It's not
Yeah.
totally unfair.
Yeah. I mean, granted, she kills all my deer and stuff now, but it's fine.
Well,
It's
that's
a
okay.
small price to pay.
Babe, you want to go to Alaska?
Yeah. So how about this moose hunt?
Hell yeah, dude.
Hear
Now
me
we're
out.
talking.
Yeah.
Really big turkeys. Let's go elk hunting.
Yeah, she'd be all for it.
Oh, yeah.
We're already planning an antelope hunt in Wyoming.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. That'll be fun.
Gonna go out and do that.
Gun
Mule
hunt?
deer. Yeah, we'll probably do the antelope with a gun. I want to do mule deer with a bow though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Dumbass mule
Yeah.
deer.
No.
I would love to go shoot a mule deer.
Me too. Let's
Oh,
go.
I
that's
just
a
keep
blast.
hearing they're really stupid animals, but I think that would be really fun.
We should go find
I
out.
think it'd be a
We
blast.
should. I'd be down. I think the antelope with the gun, I want to do that as well.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
I don't even care. Try to kill them with a bow.
Oh
I'd
yeah,
rather go out there and shoot one with a gun, chase them around.
antelope too. It's like it's an easier Western hunt. Like
Basically
just spot and stalk. And
it's a good beginner's level.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. You know,
and
Get you out there,
You're
get
not
the
up in
bug.
the mountains. Like
Yeah.
you're not just killing yourself out there hiking up and down at 9,000 or 10,000 feet of elevation. Like
right? Yeah, it'd be fun. Be
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I
be a
can't stop
blast.
traveling to hunt turkeys though. So
My problem is now I'm looking forward. I've got to go somewhere this fall. I've already got that bug. I want to go out of state somewhere.
Yeah.
for deer,
Yeah.
Velvet hunt in Kentucky.
I thought about it. I really thought about it.
I already have my Kentucky license. I think I might be convinced.
You
to go
should.
back.
I'd be disappointed if you didn't now.
I know.
My
Matt
problem-
wants me to go back out there too.
I get
He
worried
said
about
I'd
the
be more than welcome.
copperheads.
My problem is I've got to get I got to get some buddies that'll go. You know what I mean? Like
It's always more fun to go. and get
yeah,
out with
like my
people.
wife doesn't have the PTO to do a bunch of trips or anything like that. And like I've got some friends that are out of state and like but trying to coordinate with them on where to meet and everything, like it gets tough.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a ton of friends here that travel to hunt. So like I can kind of do that. I can do that. Let me know.
Yeah, I haven't been out of state for deer in a couple years now. It's kind of depressing. Every year we would take at least one trip, and
Yeah.
Ohio.
Yeah, you were on a streak there for a
Illinois.
while.
You know, last year
Illinois
we
would be
didn't
a
go.
blast. I want to hit Indiana.
Indiana's a
Indiana
sleeper,
would be
dude.
fun.
Yeah. I've got a buddy that has gone to Indiana. Killed every year he's been out there.
Yeah, Cody's brother and a mutual friend of ours. They go out there every year, and they do pretty well.
Yeah.
Griffith's
I've
brother
heard
used to
it's
live
just
there,
great.
and he worked for like a train yard, like
Yeah.
Norfolk Southern.
Okay.
Some of the sheds and stuff that dude found, dude, huge.
I was like Missouri, dude. When we were out there turkey hunting last year, oh my gosh, the deer. Well, phew. This guy that lived there, he lived across the street from giant public area, and we went to his barn. He has just fucking giants just laying in his barn, just euros. Like yeah, these are some of the deer. You know, I killed this one here and this one there, and it's like I got bigger ones in the house.
Yeah, those
I'm
are the
like,
little ones that
Those
didn't
are
make
the
it into the
little
house.
ones,
they're like 150s plus giants.
What do you
I'm
mean?
like,
These are the biggest deer I've ever seen in my
yeah, I'm
life.
like, dude, holy shit. And he's killing them like some on his property, but some across the street on the public, right down the ridge, same ridge we were turkey hunting on. I'm like, damn, dude, that would be
That'd be
sick.
sweet.
Mark that on Onyx.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll be back.
It's marked. I don't know. I need to do it. I need to go back to do. I put in a point this year for Iowa, first point for Iowa.
Yeah.
So I figured that'll be a good. If I draw, it wouldn't be until I'm basically 40 years old. So
Yeah.
It takes,
40
what,
is
6
birthday.
years now.
unfortunately,
that.
it's like 5 at least, probably. So yeah, 4 points, 5 points or better. You know, you got a chance on your 5th point,
Yeah.
but whatever. I figured, you know, it's one of them states as a diehard archery hunter. You almost have to at least do it once. I feel like that's
yeah.
my opinion. You know, not a lot of guys feel that way about Iowa. I don't know why. It's like that's the land of the giants in my eyes.
It's like the nostalgia thing too, and I feel
Yeah.
like if you grew up watching hunting shows and everything when you
It
were
was
little,
Iowa.
like, it was
Iowa,
Iowa.
Illinois,
Like
right?
everybody was in Iowa, Illinois, and it's
Yeah.
like when you think big bucks,
Mm-hmm.
You
And,
got
like,
Iowa.
you think like OG states, big
Yeah.
bucks.
Kansas.
Those have to be the first two in your mind.
Yeah,
Like
Kansas, Iowa, Illinois. Those are
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
top 3 in my eyes.
yeah.
And you don't even think about like Wisconsin. Wisconsin kills more giant bucks than
Oh, yeah.
most
Oh,
states.
yeah, they've got
Buffalo
absolute
County.
bruisers up
Yeah.
there.
Kills absolute giants. Does not cross my mind for deer. Turkeys now is a different situation. Maybe next year, but
Well,
yeah,
it
I
is.
don't know. We'll see. If I can sneak away, I'd like to do an out-of-state hunt this year for sure. And Kentucky makes the most sense. I already got a Kentucky license.
That's probably the best bet.
So
Oklahoma gets some big deer.
Oh yeah,
The only problem is
Giants.
they're licensed astronomical
stupid.
now.
Yeah,
They're like 7
There's
or
a
8
lot of states like
yeah, it went way up.
Arkansas is a cool state too. If you've never hunted that, I hunted Arkansas a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
AR Kansas.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good time. That's a different breed down there, though. There's
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Some pretty big deer in Arkansas too.
All look like Bill Clinton.
Yeah,
I feel like Arkansas and Indiana, they're both on that kind of like sleeper.
Yeah.
Really, you can get into some big,
Oh, yeah.
big bucks.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
never
We'll see. I just have to convince the wife. That's all.
take her on a trip.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
To honey, get in the truck. We're going to Go to Kentucky.
Well, if she has different hobbies, if you do a couple of her hobbies,
Yeah.
then it's okay for you to do yours while you're there
Yeah, I'm
too.
pretty selfish. I don't know if I can find one thing.
Babe, there's a wildflower festival.
If she likes
In
spas,
Kentucky.
just find a nice spa to send her to or something during
Maybe.
the day while you're gone.
She's a big beach girl, and I freaking hate the beach. I hate it. I don't hate
There's
it. I like
ponds
the beach.
and lakes there. There might be a
That's
beach.
what I was like, you sure you don't want to go to a lake house?
Build her one, find an Airbnb with a sandbox.
Yeah. This counts. There's sand, there's water. By the way, I'm going to be hunting all evening.
Good stuff, dude.
I'll tell you what I am really excited for, though. The new elk regulation.
Yeah.
for
Oh.
PA.
I don't know if I'm actually all that excited about the way they changed it, though, to be honest, because it kind of pisses me off that I now no longer have my best odds to draw. If you think about it, because they took all the 3 seasons,
Mhm.
and for the 2 of the 3 new seasons, like I've been putting in since the beginning, so I have just as good odds as anybody else that puts that tag in for those
Right.
2 seasons. Now they've combined them all again
Mhm.
into one general. Now, granted, it's nice because you only have to apply for one.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. And there's a 4th season, and there's obviously more opportunity and better chance still, just the fact that there's more licenses every year. There's a lower percentage of out of state, and now whoever draws will never draw again for bull. So all of that is fantastic. I love what they're doing with our state with elk. I really do. I love it. Selfishly, I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm putting that back into a pool of guys that probably have 50 bonus points, you know.
And I get that, but at the same time, I'd actually just listened to a podcast here the other day that the biologist for the elk herd was on talking about it. The maximum number of points you can have is 36. So like all of your points from all those seasons get added together.
Correct.
So you still have all of those points, but now if you think about it that way, playing devil's advocate a little bit, you now have double the points
Oh, no,
that you
I've
had.
triple.
Yeah.
or triple. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you
I have-
applied for all
yeah.
3 seasons.
And I didn't start applying really until those new seasons. So
Right.
I had like 778 or something like that. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
667.
Well, and the
7,
nice
I
thing
don't know.
too, with it being the one application, I like that because now the way that they had described is that you've only got like 5 options for your choice, and you pick your zone, your season, and the sex of the tag that you want.
Correct.
So the nice thing is, like for me, I only applied for the archery season.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was.
I don't
thinking
care
a
about
lot.
killing a Pennsylvania elk with a gun. I want to do it with a bow if I do it.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in for the first 2 seasons.
You
'Cause
put all your
use-
points towards that, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I agree. No, I and what they really did right, which I love, is they made you have to have a license now
Yes.
to apply.
Yeah.
So for out of staters that were just putting in $25 applications year after year,
Yep.
now they have to buy the $90 license or whatever it
Yeah.
is, for an out of state non-resident license. I love that. That is going to draw more revenue for the state, for the elk herds, and it's going to deter some out of staters from putting in, I
Yeah,
think, which
definitely.
it shouldn't, but it probably will.
It will.
I think that the limit on how many tags non-residents can draw is going to knock that number down too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think
And
that. I think that's already going to take care of itself because if
Yeah.
you think about it, I mean, we were already at or around 10% of non-residents draw.
I don't know. I remember a couple of years ago, it seemed like half of the tags that
It
like,
seems
it
that
was
way.
a
Yeah.
ton of non-residents that
Yeah.
drew.
They won't tell you
So,
that. They'll tell
yeah.
you is it like 15 or 6? Because from what they said, listen to some of the podcasts too. With they were at like 16, 15, 16% non-resident draws, and that number was coming down. And then they put that 10% cap in, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Which is really cool because, for certain, I think if the way I remember them talking about it in the most recent podcast, certain units like a non-resident can't draw it or something along those lines because the number of tags they give out in that unit are so small. I can't remember how it works, but basically it's going to be
I see where you're getting with it.
yeah, it's going to be basically mostly residents. And I think,
Yeah.
again, a lot of non-residents will drop out knowing the fact that, oh, man, I got to spend $110 on a I'm not going to do that.
Yep.
That's stupid. And they're not going to do it. But
Yeah,
the ones that do will make up for the ones that don't. And
Yep.
it's going to only increase our odds.
I agree. And that one that I had listened to, they said that you were saying about like the units that you can't draw as a non-resident.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, the number always rounds down.
Correct.
So like
That's
if there
what
were,
it is.
Yeah, if there were 27 tags allotted in an area and the 10% would be like 2.7, it doesn't round to 3, it rounds down to 2.
2. Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So for the units that were lower,
Yeah,
it
so
would
anything
round
under
down
10,
to 0.
It would
And
round
that's-
down to 0.
And that's
Yeah.
why there was units that they could not
Mhm.
draw. Now they also rearranged, so I'm going to do a whole bunch more research because they rearranged the units, they reduced the units,
Yep.
they've moved them around, which sucks. I just found my little elk pamphlet where I had them like circled
What
from
you
year to year,
liked?
yeah,
Yeah.
from the
Well,
units I really liked, but I
from
haven't
what
seen the new
I
one.
understand of that, they did that based on the different elk herds
Mm-hmm.
that they've got there. So they did that for their movement patterns.
Yep.
So I think that it was like units like 2 or 3 and 6 and 8 are like now one unit altogether.
Yeah,
That they like combined those because that group of elk moved through those different units. So now
Yeah.
you can hunt the whole unit throughout the different seasons and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
think
makes
they
sense,
reduced
but-
it from like 12 to 9
Yeah,
huntable
something like
units,
that.
something along those lines. And
That makes sense.
yeah, I think it's going to be great. I think what they're doing for the elk herd, and they're building new habitat and everything else as well, in a lot of areas, which is going to be good for that. Going to be good for turkeys. Going to be good for deer. It's just going to be good for all around, habitat improvement. So
No,
good
we
for
just gotta
them.
draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if they could
Gotta
just make some of this make sense, move in different seasons, like our archery season, and stop fucking with it, I'd be very happy.
And keep
You know?
the damn bear season out
Out.
of it. I don't want guns in the archery season.
I know we talked about this, but like the first day of bear, if they would have made that change, would be like the day I shot my buck this year.
Yeah.
And archery season would be like the first day of bear rifle. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yikes.
no.
No.
Well,
How about
Well,
a
like-
no?
And the way that they proposed that too was that archery hunters weren't going to have to wear orange and everything.
Yeah.
So you're telling me,
Freaky.
you want archery hunters sitting out there in the woods with a bunch of bear hunters
Doing
half
drives.
the time, let's be honest, are half lit walking through the woods.
Yeah. 100%.
I'd be
With
wearing
no
orange.
Come on.
Yep. Nope. And I'm in the middle of, prime, not in the middle of, but at the tail end of your prime rut.
Yeah.
Trying to kill a buck.
Yeah.
And I got guys blowing all through the woods.
Yep.
No, thank you.
I just
Well,
wouldn't be up there.
And archery season already gets absolutely hammered. We've got
Oh,
the
yeah.
early muzzleloader season. You've got muzzleloader bear season. You've got the youth senior rifle hunt. You've got small game. You've got pheasant and everything. You've got so many damn guns already in archery season.
Correct.
Why add more?
Yeah. I know. It's
Like-
like, how much shit can we cram down your throats
Yeah.
in the middle of what is our largest tags that we sell?
Yeah.
Let's just go piss them all off by adding a bunch of other seasons in there with them.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
That's good. Do you think we'll ever see like a spring bear
No.
MPA?
Oh, dude, I
no.
wish.
That'd be sweet though.
Right?
I wish
that
we
would
could
be
bait
sweet.
bears.
That would be
I would probably
almost
hunt them if you
unfair.
could do that. I would probably hunt them more if you could do that. You can be more selective doing
I-
that.
Mhm.
I think bear hunting in certain units would be really cool.
Yeah.
Like up in the big woods and
I
stuff.
kind of think it'd be sweet.
Spring bear would be
That would be
That would be
Sick.
pretty awesome.
Like even if it was just boars only.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It would have to be.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Which gets a little sticky.
I'd probably hunt more bears.
Oh, 100%.
I would.
Unless it was in
I
turkey
would-
season.
I would definitely. I don't know.
Right smack dab in the middle of it, dude. Why not?
It would be. It would be. The way they would do it. Like, where can we put this? Well, there's a turkey season here. Let's go ahead and just put it right in the middle.
Yeah, you'd have to put it like that second weekend of turkey season.
Oh, yeah.
But the spring bear season could only be like 2.5 days.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to hunt the full day on that third day.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or it would just be afternoons.
Yeah,
They'd
it'd
do
be
it the
afternoons.
opposite of turkey season.
From 12
from
until
noon to a half hour after sunset, you can hunt spring
you
bears.
could hunt bears. That would be fantastic. That actually would be a way.
You got to
To,
pitch it, man.
that would
pitch it
be
to
a
the
way to
commish.
get it done.
Send me to Harrisburg.
Yeah.
Let's get this figured out.
Dude, how cool would that be? Though.
That would actually be sweet.
Yeah.
That would be
It
really
When
sweet.
actually wouldn't be a bad
would
idea
be
to do it that
frickin'
way if you're going
sick.
to do it.
Yeah.
Do it the
100
second half of the day in turkey season?
Wow.
Wouldn't
2
mess
weeks?
with each other at all. Yeah. I
That could
like
be
that.
cool. I do too.
Honestly, I would be for that.
I would be. That'd be sweet.
That would almost have to be an archery only thing, don't you think? Spring bear.
I don't know.
I feel like spring bear with a gun would almost be just unfair. I don't know. I don't know
don't
enough
know.
about bear.
I'd want
to make that statement.
I'd want to use a
I
gun
almost-
in spring bear.
A gun?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I almost filled 4 spring bear tags with my truck earlier in the week. But
Oh,
yeah, I
I
came
feel
up
like-
over a hill and there was a sow and 3 cubs standing right in the middle of the road. And I went,
Yowzer.
oh, how about no?
Scotty don't.
oh man.
I don't know. I think that'd be cool. I think there's a lot of good things that are happening with the game commission, as hard as that is to say sometimes for certain people, when you look outside of like your own selfish needs, it's like they're making a lot of decent decisions.
They are. They do a good job. They get a lot of shit for it, but they
You're
are
never
going
to
to
make
job.
everyone happy. That's
No.
something everybody knows and have found out, especially when it comes to hunting and culture and history and all the other bullshit that people scream about. But I will say that they're at least trying.
We could have it a lot worse.
Yeah.
We definitely could.
Yep.
And,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that they've done that like it's taken a while for a lot of people to come around. But like I'm young enough that I've always had the point restrictions.
Yeah.
But, like I know whenever they did that, there was a lot of
There are a
flack
lot of
from
people
that.
up in arms.
Nuts.
about
Looking
it.
pretty good now, isn't it?
Looking
Sure
pretty
is.
good. Yeah, you better believe it. That's some wonders for our state, man.
Yeah. I think if you ask my dad now, like I remember 100% when they had the Laurel Sportsman's line out. They still have it, obviously, but back then we would go as kids and they had the petitions going around signing against the point restrictions, and he was one of the ones that signed that damn petition. I remember that for a fact. And if you asked him now, he would 100% say it's the best thing that's ever happened to the deer hunting in this state.
Definitely.
And he's seen it all.
Well, there's a lot of states that are kind of starting to follow suit with
For sure.
with what Pennsylvania does and everything too. Like Michigan just dropped to a $1 state.
Yep,
It
they
works.
And yeah, I mean,
It definitely goes a long ways.
Yeah.
And you almost have to when you have a state like ours and theirs that have a rifle season. And some of these states that have the law, I don't understand how like a Missouri can survive as long as they have with the gun season they have. New York up there, I can see why that state sucks.
look
Screw
at
New York.
southern states. They wonder why they have like
They got
no
like a
deer.
3
Yeah,
months
$6 a
rifle.
season.
Yeah, they wonder why their deer are so small. Look at
Yeah.
Alabama and Mississippi and everything. You've got rifle hunting from October to February.
Yeah.
Like,
Seriously.
3 does a day.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can shoot in most of those states 3 or more bucks typically.
Yep.
It's like, whoa, holy shit,
Yeah.
guys.
Well, and their rifle seasons are right in the middle of the rut and everything. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think's gonna happen?
Where's your quality?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of states that are I think that are afraid to make that big move like our state has in the eye of the public, and they're afraid of the scrutiny.
Yeah, backlash is brutal, dude.
Sure is. I mean, look what they're still dealing with 7 years later about the Monday opener. Like, come on, guys, give it a break. What's funny is nobody ever really talks about what the Monday opener is like. Can you give me one reason or one result that switching back to the Monday opener is going to increase hunter numbers?
Revenue.
Here's my question for
There's
that.
nothing it's going to do. You're not going to make more revenue.
Here's my big question for that and why I don't understand it. Everybody always says about, oh, you lose out on the camp experience and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why can you not just leave your house Thursday evening after you eat dinner and everything? Go to camp Friday. Do the same thing you would have done Saturday. Everybody's off work.
Yeah.
If you're not, take
Except
the day
me.
off.
I have to
Like-
work that Friday every year.
Which is stupid. That
So
we
dumb.
should petition that too. You should have Thursday, Friday.
Totally agree.
Yeah. But at the same time, like if you want to go to camp and you want that camp experience, take Friday off.
Yeah. No, I could definitely
Like-
do it. I mean, they literally just say just be available if anyone needs you.
Yeah.
You have to take your leftovers to camp then. Damn.
Yep.
No shame.
How horrible.
Well, yeah.
Well, then you miss Black Friday shopping.
Yeah, true.
Where are your
I miss
priorities?
Black Friday shopping every
I've been missing
year.
it for a long time. Ever since they went everything online, I
Oh,
stopped
yeah.
going.
No way.
I think I've gone Black Friday shopping like exactly 2 times in my entire
Dude,
life.
that was my jam when I was younger. I used to love that shit. Loved it.
Trampling people at Walmart.
Yup.
Let's go.
Walmart, Target,
You don't get any of
Best
those
Buy.
good fights anymore.
I
like you used
know.
to.
That's the problem. It's not even
Yeah.
fun anymore.
No, there's nobody there with a
There's no
camera
fight in the
screaming World
crowds.
Star.
Yeah. I remember the one guy, or I think it was a guy or a lady, laying down flat on top of this, like, what was it? Like in a fireplace set, like a fireplace entertainment set, because someone tried to come in right at the last second and grab one. We're all standing around. Like, there's 9 of them there. There's 9 of us standing there. Like, all right, we're all good. We all got one. And the minute they come in to open it up, some lady tried to come in and rip one out. And I remember someone just like laying flat across all of them so she couldn't grab it. Like, yeah. That
Doors
shit was
open.
Wild.
Leroy Jenkins. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Dude, some of the stories I could tell you about Black Friday shopping. So much fun. So many good memories.
Oh, I can
So
imagine.
good.
It was the shit. But I mean, again, that stuff. I hate the argument like, well, I have to go open up my camp and all this other shit, and I got to do this, and then we got to do. Dude, you have all year to do that.
Mm-hmm.
What about the weekend prior?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just go up? Oh, wait. Oh, or 2 weekends prior or a month prior. Like, go up your camp and do it a weekend before. How hard is that? Is that really an argument you're going to die on?
It's no different than the guys that wait until the Friday before rifle season to make sure that their gun's sighted in, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Or I'm going to go put up my stand and I'm going to shoot. Oh, there's no time to shoot my gun. You mean the other 300 and
yeah, you had 300 and how many
40 days
since the
roughly?
last season.
340 days. You couldn't have figured out any time in there, right?
Nope.
And it's the same guys that tell you they don't have any time to do all that, to tell you that you need to take time off work on Monday and Tuesday so you can hunt. Those are the same guys that don't have any time in their schedule for 340 days to do the things they need to do to prepare for rifle season. Give me a fucking break. It's rifle season. You go out, you sit on a log or a chair if you prefer, or whatever. Maybe you're even in a stand. You just go out in the woods and sit down and wait for a deer to come by. That is PA rifle season.
Yeah. But then the same guys that were complaining about the Monday opener getting moved were the same ones that wanted to move it to the Monday before Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is going to create so many more opportunities, as if the same guys bitching that they're not spending enough time with their families now on Thanksgiving are going to be hunting the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that is funny. I mean, that is 100%, I think, in my opinion, why they tried to move it forward.
Yeah.
They were trying to appease these Monday guys with, well, where are your arguments now? Because if we make it the Saturday before Thanksgiving, you literally have no other argument to why Monday makes more sense. There's no holiday rush. There's nothing. You have all this time to get ready and prepare and do everything you need to do. And they were up in arms about that. Nope. That ain't going to ever happen. That's horrible. This is this and that. That would be terrible. I'm sitting back here selfishly thinking, dude, deer hunting Thanksgiving Day morning? That sounds pretty freaking nice.
That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be pretty sweet. I'm off that day. Again, that Friday.
Let me tell you
pretty
what,
much off that Friday.
depending on how the deer are moving, I may or may not be attending dinner.
right. Yeah. I don't think that'll ever happen, but
No.
I mean, from a selfish standpoint, I was actually not looking. The only bad part about that was the bear season going into archery.
Yeah.
You know, and even that and certain properties, I'm like, that probably wouldn't bother me at all.
And I don't know. Maybe I'm one of the weird ones. I don't care when the season starts.
Yeah.
I'm still going to hunt it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Same.
For sure.
If it starts on Monday, I'll start shooting deer on Monday.
Yeah.
If it starts on Saturday, start shooting them on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I know is, thank God, I can finally shoot them on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about time.
Still feels illegal, but like,
I love it.
yeah.
I'll wait till next year when you can hunt turkeys on Sundays.
Yeah, dude.
That's going to be wild.
Could have cried when they passed that and finally said that we were going to get more than just the 3 Sundays.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I didn't
Long
think it was-
overdue.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen as quick as it did. And it was just like bang, bang, bang. You know, it was
Beautiful.
pretty wonderful. Much needed, much
Yep.
overdue.
And I get them trying the 3 days out or whatever for the first couple of years to feel it out. But
That too. was-
Should have just dropped it.
I mean, yeah,
seriously.
yeah, just rip the Band-Aid off,
Yeah.
make it
Right.
legal, call it a day, sign it into effect.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Yeah. Well, at least we're at the place we are now.
Yeah.
Come a
I'm
long
thankful.
I am too.
way. Me too.
Since we're talking about Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Next time we're at Thanksgiving, we can all talk about how thankful we are that
Yep.
Sunday hunting.
Sunday hunting, Saturday openers. We could hit all the hot points this next Thanksgiving. Trigger a lot of the older folks.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy to do anymore.
It sure is. It sure is. I did like the thought about though being able to like take some days off, go up archery hunt for a couple days of the last days of the season,
Roll right
scout
into it.
mostly, and then the next day it's like, all right, I've seen deer here, here, and here, and tomorrow I have a rifle in my hand.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been
That sounded cool.
so cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's just not something we've ever had an opportunity to do. It's kind of like Missouri, how their season goes straight from archery and then their gun season
New
starts.
York's that way,
next day.
too.
New York too, yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
Which
New
that
York's-
wouldn't be bad.
Mm-mm.
I don't think
No,
that'd be
thought
bad.
that
I
would-
think it'd be
I thought
pretty
that
fun.
would be cool because again, I'm not big for taking time off to go hunt with a gun. You know,
Yeah.
I take a lot of time off to hunt turkeys. I take a lot of time off in the fall for archery season or an out of state trip for archery season. For gun, that's like the least of my priority.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
I don't know about you guys, but like growing up, like I started with a bow. Like I started out with a compound.
I started gun
No, I
hunting.
started gun hunting when I
Yeah.
was 12.
I did both, but I was lucky enough. I got to start like the first year of the mentored youth season.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
like I started hunting when I was around
see,
like
we-
5.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we didn't have that.
So I
Yeah,
started with
we
that.
had
but
to wait till we were
started-
12.
My dad was big into archery. He couldn't have given a shit less about gun season. So his thing was archery, but his thing was also I was going to shoot a compound at the legal poundage and everything. I wasn't going to use a crossbow.
Okay.
So I was doing that.
I like
at
your old man.
5 years
Mhm.
old. So I've never hunted with a crossbow. It was a
Nice.
compound the whole time. The year I started hunting, I hunted with a bow and I hunted with a rifle. So I mean, going through it, like I guess I've just gravitated more towards archery season.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like that's my bread and butter. I love archery hunting. When I'm taking a gun out, I'm just going out to fill tags.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I'm just slamming some does. Sometimes that happens to be a little bit of cleanup. I had a doe that decided to duck me this year. It cut the hair off the top of her back, and she still had the broadhead mark in her back whenever I shot her the first day of rifle season. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. I mean, when we started again, we weren't allowed to hunt until we were 12, and at that point, my dad was also, he's been bow only for as long as I can ever remember. He's never really hunted with a gun ever. But when we were kids, we were 12. Like he really actually looked forward to rifle season with us kids more than even more than bow hunting and stuff, because it was like the first day feel. Back to his roots when he was a kid growing up and, going up to camp with all of his family and relatives and the big camp feel. Like that stuff, I get why, he's so big on the Monday opener, because he doesn't hunt. He hunts through us, but he likes that time with everybody up there, and I get that. But, he loved that beginning. And when I was 14, that's when I finally got a bow and started actually archery hunting with a, and actually, yeah, we would never be allowed a crossbow in our household ever. I think if I tore both my arms off, I still would have to hunt with a bow somehow.
Have to hold it in your toes.
Yeah, with my feet and my mouth. Yeah, but that's when I started.
Professional archer that does that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
there's some really good ones out there. I mean, there's guys that screw up the arm and have to shoot with their mouth and stuff. And it's like, good on you, man.
It's impressive.
It is. It's very impressive. I don't know if I could do it or not.
Guys that I have seen have switched and shot like left-handed or whatever because they had a right arm injury and couldn't draw with that arm. Like
I couldn't do it.
That's
Yeah.
rough.
I tried shooting a shotgun once left-handed and missed this bird by a mile. It was probably way too far, but yeah, that was rough. Just trying to squeeze a trigger with your left hand.
It's,
yeah.
it's so
When
foreign.
you've never done it.
I
So
killed
foreign.
one turkey left-handed. Thank God I had a red dot and I was using a
Yep.
410.
Yeah,
Like,
good point. I think with
That
a
made
red
it
dot,
easier.
I think I could do it. But
like my wife is left-handed and like trying to even just like draw her bow or anything, like it's just so awkward.
it's so weird.
Left-handed bolt action rifles and everything now. Like I'm pretty ambidextrous, but
Yeah.
like it comes to a point that I'm like, this is just weird.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, my cousin's that way. Like he's left-handed, and this year he shot at this deer right-handed. Like he does that sometimes. He'll switch between hands and stuff. You're nuts. There's no way I could do that.
No.
Not a high-powered rifle. You're crazy. Which I will say, I got the suppressor on my rifle now, on that 400 Legend. Buddy, oh, am I excited.
Sweet.
Game changer.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have to walk through the woods with my freaking ear pro in anymore and listen to like the buzzing noise.
It's on my list.
It's a necessity.
I want to put one on my 300.
Yeah.
I need one for mine.
Yeah.
My 300 is just way too loud.
I got a boss muzzle brake on mine, dude. It's
Ooh.
brutally
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah.
It's like
I
a
took the
cannon
brake
going
off of mine and just put the thread protector on it just because it was so loud. Like it
So
was-
loud.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm very much excited
Yeah.
to go rifle hunt with that thing
Ooh.
just for the fact that I can shoot a deer and not go deaf again.
Yeah. Right. Don't be like me.
I'm getting there, buddy.
You mean tinnitus isn't normal?
Every once in a while, you just got that ring in your ears. Oh, yeah. Horrible.
Turns out that wasn't a gnat flying by my head all these years.
Oh,
Until
man.
you've gone to a place that is so quiet that it can cause you to go insane. You've not lived. That is the most terrifying, miserable feeling in the world, where it is so quiet that you have to make noise or you will go insane, because it's just your ears just the whole time. It's wild to me.
We'll
Yeah.
have to talk sometime about what your tinnitus actually sounds like. There's like 36 different forms of tinnitus,
Really?
and they all sound different.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Mine, I only
There's a bunch.
really-
I might be off on the number, but there's a
Interesting.
bunch of different ones. Like everybody hears a different tinnitus sound.
Huh.
That's weird.
Mine only really attacks me every once in a while, and sometimes I'll get more fits for whatever reason, like in a row, and it's just like a really high pitched
Yeah.
ringing, and almost to a point where it like it hurts, like shit, and then it'll go away. Like it'll come for a short time, then it'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't until I was in South Dakota in a morning hunt for turkeys an hour before daylight with absolutely zero noise. I'm not kidding you. Like that was
Deafening.
horrifying.
Yeah.
It was so loud in my head. I said it before. I remember just rubbing my hands on my pants to make some kind of, so I didn't go crazy. Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. It's different. Well, boys, this
Put
was
bow
fun,
on this
man.
bad boy. This was
Yeah.
fun. It was a good night.
I know we're way up there on time.
That's okay.
And it's,
I haven't even.
middle of the week. So, I don't know what time it actually is, but it,
12:04.
oh, shit.
Wow.
Yeah, my wife said I'd be home after midnight. I was like, I hope not. Here we are, boys.
Burning the midnight oil.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep.
Cole.
All right. Well,
Thanks for coming, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having
Yeah.
me, guys. I appreciate it again.
appreciate you having you back, man. Good luck this upcoming archery season.
You too.
Stay in touch.
Yeah,
Maybe we can plan some out of state hunt sometime.
let's do it. We'll just plan it for this year.
I like it.
Let's hit it.
All right, dude.
Till next week.
The distraction is real.
Let's go.